Is there anybody there? Oh, we are live. Okay, it's just quiet. Cool. I was worried then. I was worried that things weren't working. Right, hello. Give me a second. And I will be right with you. Hope we're all well. Hope we're all well. G'day, g'day, g'day. Give me just a secondo and I will sort myself out and then make sure we're good to go. I think we're ready. Well, hello. It is warm. But happy Monday. Good to see you. Got a couple in. Lilo, Mac, Roberticus, Bono, and Robert. Hello. Good to see you, folks. Welcome in. Happy Monday. We're back again. Back in the A350 with another update. I don't even know if I flew on the 1.06 update because they pumped out the 1.07 update so quickly. So that's exciting. Hello, Evie Nerd. How are you today? Good to see you. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I am just getting ourselves set up. Oh, yay. We got a bit of ATC. Is that a wild Bono coming on for some ATC? It could well be. Kenworth as well. Good afternoon. Hello. And Roberticus with a 9-month sub. Thank you, Roberticus. That is very kind of you indeed, mate. The first sub of the week. Thank you. Oh. Oh, very good. You're going to get me like, you're going to get the hokey cokey stuck in my head. Is it hokey cokey or hokey pokey? I always thought it was the hokey cokey. Whatever that even means. Thank you very much for the 9 months. Welcome in, mate. Good evening, Chaos. Hello, how are you today? Welcome in yourself. Good to see the few of you here. Welcome, welcome. I'm just making sure I've got everything rocking. Yes, that's all set up on Volanta. Good. Steadfast as well. Hello. How was everybody's weekend? Did you all have a nice weekend? Hopefully so. Happy Monday. I know. Didn't the weekend go way too quick? They always do. Fat Boy's here as well. Hello, mate. Welcome. Happy Monday to you as well. Last week, like Monday to Friday went really quick. And I was like, oh yeah, weekend's here. And then, as is always the case, the weekend goes way quicker, doesn't it? So yeah. Liverpool ruined your Sunday. It's all right. You'll still win the league, mate. There's no way that we're going to catch up. Sim update 2 FPS beta is wild. I got some status when I changed use, but I think the memory logging. Oh, really? No, there's no memory logging anymore. That was taken out, so there's no memory logging. You're getting 120 plus FPM at EDDM. Very nice. It's probably because of the crazy frame rate that you are getting stutters, if I'm honest. When you're swinging the views around that quickly at that FPS and stuff, it can, and like the LODs changing and stuff, it might be causing the stutter as it loads different things in, I guess. I'm not 100% sure, but it could be that. But that's amazing that you're getting so much FPS, Lilo. That's brilliant, mate. Mossy is the first one in on the TikTok. Good to see you, Mossy. Where are we flying from? We are in Kilimanjaro today, just near Mount Kilimanjaro, not Mount Everest. And we're going to head up to Addis Ababa today, so this should be a good one. Miku's here as well. Hello, Miku. Good to see you. Happy Monday. Yeah, I hope you all had a nice weekend. Thank you all for understanding about Friday's stream. Very kind of you. I had a complete weekend of rest and recuperation, which was just what I needed. Nico, hello, mate. How you doing? Good to see you, bud. So Saturday went out to Winchester, which you folks know I love. It's the city where I did my university degree, and the sun was out, so me and Becca had a bit of a date day there, and that was very nice indeed. So I had a day out in Winchester on Saturday, and then just had a very quiet day yesterday. Didn't really do a tremendous amount, but it was just nice to kind of have a chill Sunday. So yeah, so a weekend of rest and recuperation. Mount Everest approach has come online. That's hilarious. That meme I'll never be able to live that one down. I really won't. I can try limiting the FPS. Yeah, see if limiting the FPS like helps with the stutters. It would be interesting. Riley just got in. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you, mate. Let's go to the Winchester and wait for it all to blow over. That's it. That's literally was it. Yeah, that's it. Roberticus, if you're part of my Discord server, you might have seen. So Friday was the 5th anniversary of my dad passing. And I've just been working myself to the bone on top of trying to stream consistently and keep content good for you folks. And it's just been burning me out. And then with everything with Friday as well, with the date, it just it hit me a little bit harder than I was expecting it to, actually. But yeah, I've had a weekend, as I say, of rest and recuperation. So we're back streaming now. And good to see you. How are we doing? Good to be here. It's good to have you here, mate. Yeah, I hope you're well. I hope you had a nice weekend. Welcome in. Happy Monday. And New Zealand, good evening, flying from Leeds to Ibiza. Very nice. That is a classic kind of like summer route, isn't it, that one? We're going to be getting into all of the summer schedule stuff soon enough, aren't we? I'm sure. Anyway, let's talk about today's flight and what we're going to do. We've got one flight on the cards today, and we're back in the A350. We've got another update to this aircraft. I've not actually read through the patch notes yet. But I've not flown the A350 for a while. I think there's been like 2 patches since I last flew this thing. So Inibuilds have been busy updating it. So we're going to have a look at the release notes for those when we're in cruise. But yeah, we've got 1.07 available now for the A350, and we've not flown it for a little bit. So we're back in the beloved A350 today, and with another new airline that we've not yet flown with on stream. And we're going to fly out of Kilimanjaro up to Addis Ababa today. And we got a follow. Arcade Robo Prod. Thank you very much indeed for the follow. I appreciate that. Sorry if I've murdered the pronunciation of your username. Thank you. So we're operating flight Ethiopian 814 today. As I say, out of Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro's in Tanzania, is that right? I think. Yeah, so we're out of Kilimanjaro and we're heading up north to Ethiopia to Addis Ababa, which of course is very high elevation. Addis Ababa is like 7,600 feet elevation, I think. So that makes it always a fun approach. There's terrain everywhere and all sorts of things. So it's certainly going to be a fun arrival to kick the week off. So yeah, we've got high elevation ops in the brand new update for the A350. You're not using the HOTAS setup? No, mate. Well, we're flying Airbus, so I've got the Thrustmaster Airbus TCA set. So way more realistic. Way more realistic. Right, who else have we got? JBS, thank you for the 100 bits. Hello. Oh god, that sounds dangerous. Hey, on the X3D line. Nice. Nice. And a new 50 series graphics card as well. Oh my god. Oh, I see. What, like, right? Yeah, right at the front of the case. Why don't you just get a new case? Surely that would have been less of a... Well, I guess not less of a faff. Mate, enjoy it. Let us know how it goes. I'm hoping the update goes well. Stunning route this. Hey, I agree with her. Hello, mate. How you doing? Yeah, I'm looking forward to this route. The views should be gorgeous. It really should. Oh, we got another sub. Hey. Thank you very much. Oh, Rick, what a legend. Thank you, mate. That is 6 years and an extra month on top. You are an absolute stunner. Oh, God. The subs are suddenly flying in. Ah! Thank you. It's a dormant volcano in Tanzania. There we go. Okay, I was right. Rick, thank you, mate. 73 months with the Prime. Still going after over 6 years. And then a love you sub from Almot1. Thank you very much for the 13 months with the Prime. I love you more. I love you more. Thank you so much for keeping the Prime sub going now. It's an unlucky number for some, but hopefully it's not for you. It's a 13-month Prime. Thank you, Almot. And thank you, A320 Master, for 85 months. Hello, with a tier 2. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you're a legend. Oh. Mate, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. You're an absolute legend. I hope you know how much an 85-month sub means, but way more importantly, the lovely words as well. And it's a tier 2. Mwah, you're a legend. Thank you, mate. I appreciate you a lot. Oh, God, there's more. Hello. Darth Wolf with 10 gifted. Blooming heck. That should, I would have thought, skyrocket you straight to the top of the leaderboard for the gifted subs. Hello there. And there's another resub. Oh my god. Okay, right. I'm behind. I need to catch up. Right. Darth Wolf gifting 10 subs. My goodness. To Algopher, Mika1440, Mark Flat 1, Munsternet, Jaitsa, Tadoi. Oh, hey. Levitating Grav, Lily Sims, C Murdoch, and Steve7 Plays. Darth, thank you very much. I can see Miku Chaos and Rick getting some sub shakes and some sub bombs in the chat. Hey, thank you very much indeed for somebody who certainly that is not the first time they've gifted subs in the channel by any means. And yeah, skyrockets you straight to the top of the leaderboard for gifted subs for the month of April. So thank you for the 10 gifted. That's very kind. If any of those 10 are here, please give a thanks to Darth Wolf. And then Crooked Cosmonaut with 5.5 years. Hey, Chewie, hi. Hello there. Happy Monday. Thank you for the 5.5 year mark, so Crooked. Again, not by any means a small amount of time, and still going strong with a tier 1 sub. You folks are incredible, and I love you all to pieces. Thank you very much. That takes us to 91% on a level 4 hype train as we get into the sim. Let's get loaded in as the hype train gets going. My goodness gracious me. What a start. I don't know what to say to that. So what have we got in the run? We had JBS with a 100-bit cheer, then Rick with 73 months. Then we had Alma with a 13-month sub, 85-month tier 2 from Mr. A320 Master, a 10 gifted sub bomb from Darth Wolf, and Crooked with 66 months, 5.5 years. Thank you very much, my friends. Goodness gracious. Yeah, that came out of nowhere. Wow. Lilo, remember to remove the Pito covers. Yes. I was just about to say we need to enter into walk around mode to do that, don't we? Any deeper case in the back end is too close to the... okay, got you, JBS. It's a logistics issue. Well, hopefully the headache's worth it, mate. Hopefully it's worth it. It's because of the A350. Everybody's just excited for the A350. It's been so long since we've flown it. It feels like it's been about 8 years. Oh, we got 5'4" raid as well. Oh my goodness gracious. Ian, thank you. And a sub from Crooksy. MC Travels in on the YouTube as well. Hello. Crooksy, hello, mate. Are you going to make me feel old here, Crooksy? Yeah, you are making me feel really old. Oh, you're a legend. I feel like I need to save these. You know how people have like picture books, you know, to look back on about memories. I feel like I need that with lovely messages like that. You're a legend. Thank you, mate. Oh, we got a streamer friends raid from the one and only Kenko. How was the Honolulu approach? How did it go? Thank you very much. Welcome in, raiders. Good to see you all. I'm sorry I'm not as meme-worthy as a wild Ian, but welcome on in. You're all more than welcome to stick around for some A350 ops. We're in the Ethiopian today, just starting ourselves going. Oh, you had one go around. Nice. Oh, God, there's more. Sorry. Hornetville, 96. Oh, my God. Holy 96 months, dude. I know what this is. All of these, like, lovely messages about, you know, all the things that you've been doing and everything and all the long subs. It's just an attempt to reaffirm my status as an absolute boomer, isn't it? That's all it is. I look in the mirror and I see it every day. But, I mean, 96-month subs. I mean, come on. Guys and girls, thank you so much for these. Tui Brasco, thanks so much for the follow as well. Warm welcome in. Hornet, thank you for the 96-month sub. That's incredibly kind of you. Crooksy, that message was lovely. I feel like I need to save lovely messages like that. So thank you very much, mate. And Ian again with a massive raid. Hope you all enjoyed the long haul flight. That's a heck of a way to kick the week off. Than with a 6.5 odd hour long haul to Honolulu. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, mate. I hope you enjoyed it. I will have to go and watch the approach back. Brilliant. Welcome in, everybody. Good to see you. Can we see the cabin? Max asks on TikTok. I've got the no cabin version selected. Just because it helps a few stutters, I think. So there we go. Chat still call me a part-timer after that. I feel like that's a thing, isn't it? It's the joke running around now with you and Jamie when you're not like on your schedule of every day, all day. It seems it's a part-timer thing. This is why I'm quite lucky because I am a part-timer, so the meme doesn't apply here. There we go. Hi, Captain Chu. Hey, Toomey. How you doing? Good to see you. You don't look a day over 18. Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind. Oh, dearie me. Real long haulers would consider that a medium haul. Yeah, unless it's like a 15-hour flight. I mean, is it really, you know, a long haul? I don't know what to say. Sam on TikTok asked, does the PMDG 737 work with MSFS 2024? No, not really, mate. Not really. Not really. Cool. Hey, Mag as well. Good to see you. Good evening, good evening, good evening. If I have missed any hellos, please pop them in chat again. It's good to see you all. Welcome in. Yeah, we're just getting kicked off. So we are down on the ground at Kilimanjaro, not Everest, for those of you who remember that meme. And we're operating Ethiopian Flight 814 up to Addis Ababa today, which is certainly not an approach to just wave off as like, yeah, standard ILS approach into Addis Ababa. The elevation up there in Ethiopia is like 7,600 feet above sea level. So it's always a fun one. There's loads of terrain and everything everywhere. So yeah, it's a fun one. We're in the latest update to the A350. I've not flown the A350 for a couple of weeks. So I feel like I've missed out on loads of things. But we're in 1.07, the latest update for the A350. And we're down on the ground. Just some freeware scenery. I think there is payware scenery for it, but I was like, yeah, I can't be bothered. I'm skimping out, so yes. So Kilimanjaro is there, I think. Or is it that one? Which one is it? I actually don't know. That's terrible of me. I'm awful. It looks like Max spawned in next to us. He's going to be flying in the 787 as well. So we've got an A350 and a 787. Okay, that one's Okay, so that one's Kilimanjaro and that one's Everest because it's the taller one, right? Yeah. And that's that's how it works. Lovely. Oh, it's good to be back in this aircraft. I don't know why. We've just not flown the A350 for what feels like forever. I've not even flown it since this thing had autosaves introduced now. Somebody said earlier on that there's a new, they're going to be rolling out much larger updates from now on or something with the A350 instead of these, like, mini, wow, they say mini patches. I don't know if that's true. I need to catch up. So, yeah. Yeah, chewy knowledge, chewy geography. I need to play some more GeoGuessr on a Kenko stream, and then my geography might get better. Terrible. Terrible. Quantum pilot, good day from Eurowings. Enjoy your flight to Antalya. Enjoy, enjoy. We've also got people tuning in from Tanzania. Live 20 minutes away from the airport. Well, it's lovely to be in your country today. I've gone with like an early morning vibe. So we will see sunrise over Tanzania and over Mount Kilimanjaro today, which would be nice. Yeah, I've got some freeware scenery from flightsim.to. It looks pretty defaulty to me, but yeah, yeah. And then we've actually got freeware scenery, new freeware updated scenery for Addis Ababa as well. So the only thing payware that you're going to see today is the aircraft and GSX, I guess. Right. First of all, before we do anything, we need to go into walk around mode now, don't we? Because with the latest update, we've got to remove the chocks and all that malarkey. So we'll get rid of the engine covers. Well, not the chocks, but we've got to get rid of the pitot stuff, don't we? Is there somebody flying with me? Yes. So Mac92, one of my regular people who joins us on a VATSIM flight, he's flying over there in the 787. So he's logged in on VATSIM. Right. Is it just those two? Anybody who knows? Ah! I just walked through. I just walked through. I am terribly sorry, sir. I'm terribly sorry for just walking through your vehicle. Yeah, cargo luck stairs. It was just kind of automatically did it. So, yes. I mean, we're not going to be using it for pushback today. So, yeah. God, look at this. How beautiful this aircraft is in walk-around view. Cool. You can do all your sim brief planning from within the OIS. Oh, that's quite cool. I've done it, like, you know, already. But, yeah, that's good to know. Cool. Lovely. Right, okay, well, let's jump into the plane then, shall we? Let's go and get it started. Oh, it does look nice, I won't lie. Beautiful out here. Right, first things first, electrical power. So batteries 1, battery emerge 1, battery emerge 2, battery 2. So you go left to right. And then for the external power, you actually go the opposite way. So external 2 and then external 1. There you go. And I think that's to prevent spurious dispatch messages or something. So there we go. Lovely sounds. Beautiful. So that's going to do its own stuff. and get the aircraft back. Oh, is this going to happen again where I start flying the A350 and I just do one flight in it after a couple of weeks away and I just don't want to fly anything else? I can already sense that happening. Yeah, I really can. I can already sense it happening. I don't know where we finished on the thingy goal on the hype train thingy, but thank you so much for all of you who dropped in there and contributed to those. Amazing. What PC specs are you running? Reverend asks on TikTok. I am on an AMD 5950X, which is quite outdated now, and an RTX 4090. I don't know if Ian is still here. How was the new CPU going? Didn't Ian update to a new processor recently? I'm assuming it's all going well. I haven't actually asked him yet. Right, ATIS, crew supply of oxygen. We'll leave the fuel pumps off for the moment. Emergency exit lights can be armed. No smoking and no mobile lights to auto. Nav lights are already on. Those are all auto and off. Good. Good, good. Am I missing message? Oh, wait, 2 seconds, chat. The app that I use to use Twitch chat is down again. So, for those of you who don't know, I use this app here called Caster Labs for my different chats to combine them together so that I can read everything in one place, and it looks like things aren't oh, now they've suddenly caught up again and loads of messages are all coming in at once. Let me actually get an instance of my Twitch chat up properly just in case. Sorry for the faff, chewy faff. Just in case, so I can make sure that I read all those messages properly. Right. Mr. Jazz, hello, good to see you again. Yeah, sorry if I have missed any messages. Don't think I have. I might have done. 9950X 3D. It's been a disaster. Finally sorted it for the last 3 streams. Oh dear. It would have been if he'd had listened to us sooner and didn't change random PC settings. Oh, okay, nice. Brilliant. I mean, are you surprised by that? Jacob, hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Well, I'm glad it's sorted at least, and I hope you can now enjoy the new CPU. Right, what else do I need to do here? We'll leave that for the moment. Clear that. We have got a bit of ATC, which is nice. 120.1. So 20.1. We'll stick that on standby. Go and turn this up. Put that over there to 2000. Check that all of that is off, which it is. Good. Right, let's go load in the flight plan. Cancel. Oh, if you guys have got a song request that you don't want, it's exclamation mark remove. Exclamation mark remove. And that should work. Oh, hello. What's all of this? This is different. I've not seen any of this before. Right, where the hell do I load in my flight plan? Wait, flight... Oh, do I just need to load it through here? There we go. Okay, so do you only use this page if you are doing it from scratch, I guess? Okay, that's the planning page. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Can you see how... I've literally not flown this thing for weeks. Terrible of me, isn't it? Awful. All right, let's sort out that brightness because the sun's rising, so the exposure is changing, I guess. Right, so that is correct. Let's go to the load sheet panel and just do the import through here. So we've got 163.7 and 17.8. Let's double check that. 163.7 and 17.8. Good. Okay, so we can set 0 fuel weight, set fuel, and then we'll get GS memes to do its job as well. Robert on the YouTube says, hi, cheer from South Africa. Hey, how you doing? Tuning in from Joburg. Oh, you're a medic at Joburg Airport. Oh, wow. I used to work in the medical industry, although not somewhere cool like an airport. Right, request boarding. Do you want to attach the pushback tug? No, because we're not doing pushback today. Oh, I just realised it's gonna be like loads of passengers all getting on by bus. This could take a while. Yeah. Are you ready for some Ethiopian music? Bro, send it my way. Hell yeah, why not? Why not? They said GSX 0 fuel weight is fixed, but I've not personally tested it. Okay. I don't know if I'm on the latest version. Oh! I saw, Ian, you're getting this issue as well, aren't you? with the text being really small in GSX. What the hell is this about? They're trying to make me feel... Oh, there's another update. Maybe it's fixed. Yeah, you're also in 4K. Okay. We're just getting discriminated upon for simming in the best res. That's all it is. Apparently the update fixed it, but it didn't change it for me. Nice. That's the most Umberto thing ever. All right, well, at least it's not just me. Umberto has had 3 updates trying to fix this. Brilliant. Okay, well, we will see. I will try and do another update. It's fixed with 3.44. In fact, that was the only thing in the changelog, but it didn't fix it. Nice! Oh, dear. Okay, well, we'll see. Umberto, it's not my fault. No, well, at least they're putting out updates to try and fix it. Rev says to update it from here. Okay, cool. Thank you, Rev. I will see if I can do that, see if it works. Thank you. Right. Boulder's here as well, guys. If I am missing any hellos, shout at me again. Cam, hello. How are you? Are you back from uni now, mate? Are you finished? Last 5 GSX updates broke so many things, and it's not admitting. Oh, dear. You need to run the FSDT installer update first, though. I only ever update GSX from the installer. I never run the live updater thing. I only ever do it via the installer. So, yeah. Clatton, hello. How you doing? Good to see you. Incarnate, good weekend. Mate, I had a lovely weekend. I went to Winchester, which is where I went to university, with the sun out on Saturday, and just, sat out with Becca in front of the cathedral with an iced coffee and a book, and just took in the sun. It was absolute heaven. So yeah, nice weekend. Thank you, mate. I hope you did too. Right, we're ET Flight 814, Kilimanjaro to Addis Ababa in the A350. 160. Oh, autosave completed. Nice. 0 fuel weight, 163.7. Takeoff weight, just shy of 181 tons. Landing weight, just shy of 171 tons today. We're cruising at flight level 400, expecting a flight time of 1 hour and 50 minutes, using about 10 tons of fuel. We're taking 17.8. Fine. We're expecting a departure off of runway 09, although we'll double check the ATIS and stuff in a moment. And then a 07 right arrival into Addis Ababa. We've got 228 passengers and 5.7 tons of baggage, I guess, on board. On your way back to England, I was in Addis Ababa for the 2nd time, and during your time in the airport, there was a power cut. Oh, you don't want that at an airport. Never happens here in the UK, a power cut at a major airport, does it? Chewie made a meme. Right, we'll move that across to there. And then we will turn the brightness on these down a lot. So status page first. Everything's fine on here. We don't need to change anything in this. So we'll go to the init page and do a company flight plan request first of all. And then over on this side, we'll go and get an ATIS report once that comes through. So receive company flight plan. We'll insert that. Any freeware for FSX Theme Edition? Mate, I don't think anybody flies that anymore. Don't know, buddy. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah. Company flight plan received. Yep, all of that. Good. So, ET814, Kilimanjaro to Addis Ababa, flight level 400, cost index 40. Good. Tad with a prime sub. Hey, 54 months. That is 4.5 blooming years. I fly an FS 2004. Do you actually? Could you imagine? Although there was a really good A350 like private mod out for FS 2004. There were like YouTube videos of it. I was always so jealous until we got this aircraft. Tad, I love you. Thank you for keeping your prime sub going for such a ridiculous amount of time, mate. That is 4.5 years in the books. Thank you. Cool. Right, what was I going to do? Sorry, we were on ATC Com, weren't we? So, DATIS, let's see if we can get an ATIS request. It might need to be on none, we'll see. We will see. Live update in FSDT installer is exactly the same thing, but a different UI. Oh, really? Oh, well, yeah, I don't know. Alright, this is what the meta is saying. We want the actual ATIS that has been put up by ATC. There we go. So it's... Mount Everest. ATIS information alpha. All right, from now on, every single ATC communication is going to be on Everest. The wind 080 degrees, 5 knots. Viz is 10 kilometers. Few clouds at 2,800. Temperature 27. Dew point 19. And altimeter 1015. Runway. Oh, shit, that's my power. Runway 09 is in use. For God's sake. Right, for those of you who don't know the meme, a while ago, I made a very quick comment and accidentally referred to Mount Kilimanjaro as Mount Everest and instantly saw my mistake. The sim is saying 1015, so we'll just go to 1016. But I've never been allowed to forget it again, so yes. So now Kilimanjaro is Everest. Right, so it's information alpha. Let's go and do PDC. So request clearance. We'll have a bit of a laugh with this. Gate. That's a good question. I think I'm on stand 4. We'll say stand 4. ATIS code is information alpha. Can I do any other notes in here? I thought I could write a note in here. I was going to write some sort of a note. Maybe not. Transfer to mailbox. And then we'll send it. There we go. Flying the... Oh, the CRJ. Yeah, how are you folks finding the CRJ? Now that you folks have had a chance to give the CRJ a go, what are you all thinking? Are you liking it? Do we think it's improved a lot? What are we thinking? We're too poor to afford PDC here. Oh, you don't have PDC. Okay, Roger, so I've just wasted my time doing that. That's my own fault for not reading chat. Bazenga on TikTok. Where is our location? We are in Mount Kilimanjaro. That is Mount Kilimanjaro right there in Tanzania. Right, okay. Yes, so... Everest approach. Good evening. Ethiopian 814 and A350 on stand 4, I think. With information alpha, request clearance please to Addis Ababa.
Ethiopian 814, Mount Everest, low G clearance, Addis Ababa, Dolmy 2 Echo departure, runway 09, Utah to transition, Squawk 3312.
If I can type, that would help. Ethiopian 814 is cleared out of Mount Everest with the Dolmy 2 Kilo departure, runway 09, Utah to transition, squawking 3312.
Just confirm that's the Dolmy 2 Echo departure.
Apologies, Dolmy 2 Echo for runway 09 with the Utah to transition, Ethiopian 814.
Ethiopian 814, correct?
Cool, good, right, so...
Mount Everest approach, Ethiopian
even Mac's doing it now. Please come to Kenya. Yeah, we actually did a flight out of Nairobi a little while ago, so I'm sure we will again in the near future, absolutely. Right, so 09... on a... Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. Yay, we're going to have to put them in manually. Why? Why is there no SID? You have a dilemma for me. Uh-oh. I don't have a radar either. Oh, it's fine, no, because I might be able to type them in. RMP SIDS, runway 09. Oh, shit. Well, I guess we could just do it. So it's... Oh, God. Oh, it's one of those where you... Oh, Lord above. Okay, so it's straight out to 5,500 feet. That's easy enough. And then a right-hand turn direct Kilo Julia 812. Then Dolmy and then... Okay, so actually should be pretty simple. Wait, it's just direct to Tart... Wait, am I... But that's the 2 Echo, isn't it? Where do you think we are? London? How is your... No, my nav data's correct. Wait, Mac, are you not getting it? Oh. Oh. Wait. No, I swear I'm on the latest one. Wait, where do I go for it? I'm on 2503R1. So that should be correct. I've got an Air Tanzania inside of me. What more could I want in life? Vaughn, hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Shall I? I mean, if I update it, will it destroy the CDU? Let's just try it. Boarding complete. Nice. I'm on 2503R2 with an update pending. Well, that's showing the same. That's not changed anything. That says R2 there. I don't know if that's now killed everything in here. Yeah, it has. All right, let's give it another go quickly. Luckily, it's super simple for us to get things loaded back in. We can, it's fine. We can bodge this, no problem. Look, it's saying airport not in database. Interesting. Hey, gosh, there's more. Tom, hey, how are you? Goodness gracious. Long time no see, it feels like. 60 months. Happy 5 years, mate. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Yeah, still nothing. Love you, mate. Thank you so much for 5 whole years. My goodness gracious. It feels like a long time no see. I hope you're well, my friend. There's ATC in Tanzania. Yes, there is. Tanzania next month from Finland. Oh, Shockik, have an amazing time. Take some good pictures for us, mate. Right. Wait, no, so... Yeah, no, so we're on the 2 Echo. So we need to go out to 5,500 feet or above and then... make the turn, right? To Kilo Julia 812 and then Dulme. Is that not correct? Finalize all your plans, getting a ticket and hotel room for FS Expo. I don't think I'm going to be there, mate, unfortunately. Yeah, it's just... I don't think it's gonna happen for me this year. How can I insert it after the discontinuity? I think I can do it here. Can I type it in this aircraft? Oh, no. See, I want it to do it after... oh, actually, no. It looks like it's going to do it for me. Yes, no, I think we're okay. And then... Dulme. I think we're okay, chat. Fear not. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think Expo's on the cards for me this year. Both either with work or just on my own back. So unless kind of like a sponsor like comes in for a specific event or something like that, I don't think it's likely. I'm cancelling then. Oh, mate, no, don't cancel just because of me. I'd feel terrible. Try not to strike Everest while you're at it. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, good. Right, departure's in. We're fine. Good. Sorry about that. Nav aids, whatever. Fuel and load. So all we should need to do is this. And then the passenger number is 229, was it? We said? 228, close enough. 228. Execute that. Perfect. There we go. Hello there. Comicast, thanks so much for your follow, buddy. I appreciate that, mate. So there we go. 163.7. That's as per the flight plan. Yeah, so it looks like it is fixed with GSX now. For somebody said earlier about the zero fuel weight not matching at the end. 17.8 is correct with the fuel, so we should put the seatbelt signs on. Enhanced airport graphics. What's that, mate? I don't know what that is. That's all correct. That's all fine. And then we'll go and do takeoff performance. So we'll sync this. Oh, select an airport. Oh, sync here. And then sync there. Hello? Hello? Am I doing anything wrong? Why is that not syncing? Alright, we might have to do it the old-fashioned way of typing it in. Sync hasn't been working. Oh, okay. Ah, this... that's not fixed. That should have been fixed earlier. There was a Meteo Blue outage earlier. I thought that was available again. Live weather's back in 2020. Oh, I don't know if there's reports. Interesting. Let me see if I can pull a METAR from here. The METAR thing has been acting up for a while. Okay, we have got something here. Now let's see if I can sync that. No, okay, alright, we're going to have to type it in. So is that broken in this update? Hello, 080 degrees at 5. Temperature is 27 QNH1015. Ah! Sorry. Temperature is not 272. Oh, okay, I can't do it like that. We've got to do it the old-fashioned way. And the takeoff weight today is... We'll go with our current gross weight. 181.6. .6. That's annoying. Right, okay, compute. There we go. So, flaps 1 plus F, flex of 62, 142, 144, 148. Lovely. It's always windy in Ibiza. I haven't been to Ibiza for a while. Actually, I'll have to go soon. In the sim, of course. 142, 144, 148, flex of 62, flap 1. There we go. Okay. Cool. We've got no METAR available in 2020 either. Have you actually got live weather? Can you double check for me, Matt, whether you've actually got live weather at all, mate? If not, I will escalate it. We did have a Meteo Blue outage earlier. If it's come up again, I'll need to escalate it quickly at work. Whilst we do that... God, look at the sun! That looks gorgeous. Let's get the APU started. Okay, so... What is the initial climb on the SID? Where will it tell us? Live weather seems fine. Bar is right. Just can't pull up meta. Okay, cool. Thank you. That's not the end of the world, I guess, then. As long as the live weather's your worship. Straight to cruise and pray. Okay, cool. And the transition altitude on departure. That's the wrong one. Transition altitude is 10,500. Cool. So, we'll do a super quick briefing and then we'll rock and roll in a moment.
Everest approach,
Everest. Cool, so as Mac is doing as well, we're going to do an engine start on stand. So we are on stand, oh, actually on stand 5, my fault. We're going to do engine start on stand. And then we'll taxi out via Romeo. And then it'll be a right-hand turn onto Yankee for the 09 holding point. And then from there, we're kind of going to manually YOLO the SID. Because it's not showing actually in the aircraft for some reason. So we're just going to fly straight out to 5,500 feet on runway heading. Then we'll stay in heading select and initiate a right-hand turn. Give ourselves a direct to Kilo Juliet 812. And then Dulme. And then Utata. The thing to note here is this. It doesn't affect us. I was going to say the max 210 knot speed limit, but it's for the 2 Delta departure, so that doesn't affect us. I feel like we should probably still accelerate higher, but yeah. I don't know. We're at 2,009. Do you reckon we should accelerate at 3,000 feet above sea level? Sorry, above aerodrome elevation? Right, so APU bleed on, and you turn off the external power 1 then. Fuel pumps can go on with the power transfer. And I think we're ready to go in a moment. So 40,000 feet into there. QNH is set. GSX boarding is complete. Cool, so actually we'll go and disconnect that and get ready to start up engines. So I want to close the doors up. And parking brake should be set, so we can get rid of the chocks, get rid of the GPU. How do you choose those over the Jeppesen charts? Oh, it's in the option. So in MSFS 2024, Tom, obviously you get Lido charts just for free with the sim, and any builds have implemented it in the aircraft, so you can get them in the OIS screen. So if you go into options, OIS settings, then you've got the charts type. So you can either have the default MSFS 2024 Lido style or the Navigraph Jeppesen style. Yeah, there you go, mate. And that should sort it. Cool. Right. So, beacon light on. We will go to the serve page and go and turn default settings on so that we're squawking mode Charlie with a squawk of 3312. And then we'll go and do some checklists. So cockpit preparations, gear pins and covers we've removed. Fuel quantity is 17.8 tons confirmed. Bar RF, we've got a QNH of 1015 set 3 times. Checklist complete. Before start checklist, parking brake is set. Takeoff speeds and thrust is inserted. Slides are armed. Oh, do I need to do that anyway? That's a new one. I've not seen that before. How do I arm them? Can I do that anywhere, chat? Does anybody know? Nose wheel disconnect memo. We've not got that because we're starting on stand. I haven't bought the 350 yet, but I will be very soon. It's brilliant, mate. Toggle slide arming. I am blind, I am blind. Where is that option? On the left. Oh, yeah. It's massive. It's literally a massive button. I'm old, okay? Right, slides are armed. That is the before start checklist complete. Everest approach, Ethiopian 814 request engine start. Am I okay tonight? It's been like 4 days off. Startup approved, QNH 1015, Ethiopian 814. I last streamed on Thursday. My last approach that I did in the sim was that Aspen approach. So, yeah. Right, ignition start. Starting number 1. Oh, just ignore GSX still connected. As if by magic they've suddenly gone. Mac's going to be on the taxi app now. I was on the version 787 from Joburg to London last Thursday and they were playing Hold Again by Atomic Kitten during board. Yeah, I was going to say it should have been in the Hold Again. The only reason why it wasn't was because we represent BA at Simfest, their Virgin Atlantic. That's got to be it. Moz, I don't really do long hauls, mate. I don't really do long hauls. But if I do a long haul, it's certainly a good option. Requesting engine start. Yeah, we're not pushing back. Off goes Mac on his merry way. Not that we can really see him that well from that POV. Cool, so available on number 2, starting... Sorry, number 1 even, starting number 2. God, I've missed this plane. We flew it like non-stop for a month straight, and then I've not flown it for a couple of weeks, and we've had numerous updates out to it. But it's really nice to be back in it again. 787 extra 350, yeah, it's quite cool. So Mac is flying the 78. We need to give that a fly again soon, actually, the 78. And then we're enjoying the 350 once more. We did end up in the Hold Again, courtesy of 7 AM arrival into Heathrow, yeah. That kind of time in the morning. You probably always will. Hello, Becca, darling. How are you? Chat, me and Becca did the most old person thing ever yesterday. We spent our Sunday evening over the dinner table. No, that sounds terrible. We spent our Sunday evening doing a puzzle over the dinner table. Sorry, I should have started with what we were doing, not the dinner table bit. I'm just gonna go now. See you. Sorry. We spent our evening doing a puzzle. A puzzle, chat. Over the dinner table. Right, okay. After start checklist. Anti-ice not required. Flight controls. Yeah, we'll check that now. TMI. Sorry. It's my own terrible wording. I think I need a nap. I probably do. I'm not checking on the flight control page with this, but I can see that they're working on there. Right, flight controls are checked. Ground crew clearance has been received. That's the after start checklist complete. They've all changed the checklist menus now. It's different. So APU bleed off, APU master switch off. Ground spoilers armed, which should set the trim, and it does. Engine mode switch back to norm. Flaps one. A puzzle. It was. It's a 2,000 piece puzzle of like 1960s New York? Or something like that. I've never done a puzzle before. Right, arm the auto brake. And then we'll do a takeoff config test as well. So taxi checklist, flap setting is config 1. Radar we'll put on in just a moment. Actually no, we can put that on now because the ground crew is clear. That is our taxi checklist complete. Ethiopian 814 request taxi.
Ethiopian 814 taxi, Romeo and Yankee holding point 09.
Taxi Romeo Yankee holding point 09, Ethiopian 814. Oh, hello there. I was going to come say hi sooner, but I got stuck talking to your boyfriends in... Sorry? You got stuck talking to your other boyfriends instead? Sorry, I feel like I've missed some context here. What the hell does that mean? David, hello. Jeff, hello as well. Jeff, did you know that Becca has named one of her hard drives on her computer after you? I'm so confused right now. That's not a joke, chat. Genuinely. Real ATC? Yeah, we're on VATSIM. Yeah, Jeff, I'm not joking. Genuinely. Yeah, one of her hard drives is named after Jeff. I don't know why, but it is. Oh dear. Oh, I love it. Right, there goes Mac on the roll. We've had a nice little elevation change there at this freeway scenery. Bye, Mac. Have nice flightings. Oh, yes. Look at that view. That's what I'm talking about. Ah! Ah! Don't go in that view. That's not a good view to go in. Sorry. I need to double check my keybind. Because in MSFS 2020, if I want to be in the drone cam but control the aircraft, I just press C on the keyboard. Oh, no, that does work. Okay, maybe it does work. Although it doesn't work with my tiller. Pilot is absolutely drunk. Yeah, correct. Right, so we are waiting on the cabin. You know what? It's probably better that I take terrain on this side and weather on that side. Right, any other checklists that I need to do?
Ethiopian 866, report overhead, Kilo Juliet 812.
We'll report overhead 812.
So we're pending on the cabin currently.
Yeah.
Need to go back to work, no worries, Riley. Is there a decent Addis Ababa scenery? There's a freeware scenery that perfectly well does the job. Is it white.sim? I'm sure somebody can find it. I'm still confused about Becca's reference about speaking to her other boyfriends. I don't know where this has arrived from. Yeah, that's it. White.sim. If somebody can find a link to it and pop it into the chat, it was recently updated. Ah, cabin's ready. Ethiopian 814 approaching holding point 09. We are ready to go.
Ethiopian 814, roger, runway 09, line up on 8.
Line up and wait, runway 09. Ethiopian 814. Oh, my taxi light's not on. Naughty, naughty. Right, strobe light on. Give the cabin a ding. Okay, so cabin crew is signalled and they've said the cabin's ready. Let's not overshoot the turn and then we'll do the checklist in a moment, Chewie. I said on the phone to you I'd come into chat and then I just didn't. Oh, okay, all right. Oh, so that's what you were doing when you didn't come into chat. Okay, that's fine, as long as you let me know. That's fine, chat, isn't it? It's okay. Right. So takeoff runway 09, that's confirmed. Packs are on. Checklist complete. Cool. Gonna zoom this out. And then we are just holding on takeoff clearance.
Ethiopian 866 overhead, Kilo Juliet 812.
I've looked at HAAB add-ons for MSVS before and it was all the 2020 version. I think this is relatively new. Clear for takeoff runway 09, Ethiopian 814. I think it's like recently updated for 2024. Right, okay, landing lights on. Right into the sunrise we go. Let's head to wherever we're going. Addis Ababa, here we go. Pre-select heading so you maintain runway heading. Well, we've still got a manual set to there, so we should do anyway. It should automatically put us into heading after that. Okay, stable.
Ethiopian 866, report overhead due starter.
Manflex 62 SRS runway order thrust blue. Turn it up a bit. There we go. – 100 knots. I feel like we're not getting much ground shake.
V1.
Rotate. Need to add a bit more on the rotation now in this update. Right, positive climb, gear up. Oh, hello. Yeah, you need to do a bit more with the rotation now, I feel.
Ethiopian 814, airborne time 1800, climb flight level 400, report overhead Kilo Juliet 812.
Climb flight level 400 will report overhead Kilo Juliet 812, Ethiopian 814. Yeah, so we didn't need to pull heading on the ground because it will automatically go into heading select after the discontinuity there. So thrust derate climb, open climb, heading select. So we're going to stay in heading select until we're at 5,500 feet. And then we're going to make the turn. What I think I might do is I might do a cheeky bit of this. Of just holding on the flat retraction and keeping the speed low so that we get the rate of climb up so then we can make the turn earlier. So approaching 5,500. So again, we're having to do this because the SID didn't show it didn't show for the airport for me. So yeah. Honestly, on the YouTube, HTKJ is your home base. Amazing. That's how we do it in the real world. Yeah. Just keeps the rate of climb going so we can make the turn earlier. Beautiful views. Look at that. What's it like out of that view with the sun as well? Can't really see much. Okay, we can probably start to increase now. So if I go push for standard again. Keep the turn coming round. And then if we select it on the screen, we can go from present position direct to on the navigation display. How freaking cool is that? There you go. So there's nav. Flap 0. Beautiful. I love that feature. Yeah, it's so good, isn't it? Am I using weather injection? No, mate. I'm on default MSFS weather. Yeah, I'm just on default MSFS weather. Okay, so we're 4.5 miles from Kilo Julia 812, which is overhead the field. Speed's coming up to 250 knots now. Flaps are out the way, so ground spoilers can be disarmed. We'll get rid of some of the lights. Oops. Go and have a quick look out the window at Kilimanjaro. And enjoy it. Beautiful. Hey, Jay, how you doing? Am I using Chase Plane in 2024? No, Chase Plane doesn't work in MSFS 2024, unfortunately. However, as soon as it does work in 2024, we will definitely be getting it into the sim, for sure. Missy Red here on the YouTube. Good to see you. Hello. Welcome, welcome. So the transition altitude is actually 10,500. We'll clear that issue there, so we'll just hold on this. Drew on the TikTok as well just did a 4-hour flight. Nice. So we enjoyed it. Ugandan CRJ flight. That was so much fun. Ugandan Airways. We need to do that again. Right, okay, setting standard. And, Ethiopian 814 just passed Kilo Julia 812.
Ethiopian 814, thanks, report overhead Utata next.
We'll report overhead Utata, Ethiopian 814. So, with the... Let's see if we can do something. In the position monitor page... No, where is it? In the flight plan info, time page. Oh no, it's not. I want to see if you can get some sort of an oral warner when you're over a waypoint. You can do it for a UTC time, but I don't know if you can do it overhead a waypoint. We could just do a fix ring as a reminder, but yeah.
Actually, just confirm your...
Okay, well there we go, folks. We're on our way. There is Mount Kilimanjaro off our right wing. Absolutely beautiful. What a view. Alvis, thanks for the follow on the TikTok. You can set standard below transition altitude if you're cleared to a flight level. If you do that in the USA, they will shout at you. I don't know how it works in specific regions. I've got a lot of friends who are pilots in Europe who do that. As soon as they're cleared to a flight level... as soon as they're cleared to a flight level, they'll set standard, but then they'll usually leave the standby altimeter on the local QNH until they do go through the transition altitude or transition level on the way in. They'll do the opposite. In the USA, if you do that, for example, if you set, like, they shout at you if you set QNH early, or at least I have been on VATSIM. Jimmy, you're not through 18,000 feet yet. You cannot set standard pressure in the USA. So I don't know what it is here in Tanzania. What's the norm? Leave standby until transition altitude for situation. Yeah. UK to Tenerife. Nice, Drew. Yeah. So there you go. So Tom's a pilot in the US and says don't set QNH until 18,000 in the US. Yeah, Drew, I can tell you've gone to UK to Tenerife. You've told it 5 times now, I think, in the chat. No worries, you send it again. No worries, you're fine. Caden, thanks for the follow on the TikTok. Thank you, mate. So it's only the US who do that, where they're strict on setting QNH at the right level or altitude. Right, let's get some music going in the background as we make the turn over Dulmi, and then we need to report overhead Utata, chat. Of course this is the first song request. Of course it is. Why would it not be? Of course it is. And then we'll take seatbelts out shortly, probably after this turn. Look at that view. That is gorgeous. See me on Twitch? Oh, thank you. It only makes sense for this song to be playing. Hey, yeah, I'm not complaining. Them views, I know, look at it. Look at the wing and everything. Oh, yeah, it looks so good. Can you even see it that well? My camera in the way? Probably not. That looks so good. What will impress me the most about the A350 that you can show in the sim? So, we've got full row ROPS in this. I can't show it to you at this exact moment because there's no other traffic around me on my navigation display. But if there was an aircraft within a specific region where we could see them on our TCAS, I think some modern A320s are getting this as well now. You can see the relevant information, so call sign, wake category, and I think flight level and things like that. But in the A350 that's modelled here, with this aircraft, if you click on them, you can basically interrogate the aircraft, so you can go and find out all their information, and it will actually come up on the lower MFD here. However, in terms of just A350 isms in general, probably one of my favourite things is just the level of complexity that this aircraft goes into. So, for example, let's really screw the plane up. Don't worry, chat, we'll be able to recover it. Let's turn off ADR 1. Oh dear, we've got an ADR 1 fault. Let's have a bit more fun. Let's turn off another one. Oh dear. Max speed 310 knots. Can you see how things are starting to change now? As our ADRs are going offline? Oh, let's really have some more fun. Let's just turn number 3 off and turn everything off. So you can now see that we're starting to get the ECAM memos for the ADRs being turned off. So you can see auto flight managed mode's not available. Cabin out mode needs to go into manual. Cabin out, all of this. Avoid icing conditions. Go around thrust toga only. So you get the ECAM memos. However, one thing that's really cool that any builds have modelled is because we've just lost all of our air data references, the aircraft is still ridiculous. Even with all 3 ADRs off, it will not go into alternate law. And what any builds have modelled in this aircraft is you see the ATIS display here. Look, can you see where it says ATIS speed? So chat, this data is actually being drawn off of the standby instrument right now. And the any builds A350 will just automatically model it getting switched over. So that's one thing that's really cool. So you turn off all 3 of your ADRs and look, the aircraft's just like, yeah, and? Okay, cool, you've got a couple of things here with cabin out modes and stuff like that, but it's just like, yeah, right then. So yeah, look, can you see the crosses, I guess? Yeah. So, and any builds will automatically do this. So it will take this page and automatically convert it to what you primarily see here on your PFD, I guess. Which is very cool. So now if we turn our ADRs back on again, everything will be fine. And there you go. So you can see that we've got that green showing here. Now they're not amber crosses. We've not got the ISIS speed thing there anymore. And it will actually, obviously, you know, draw off the ADRs properly, not off of the standby. So there you go. All sorts of stuff that you can do in this aircraft. The amount of redundancy is ridiculous. Ethiopian 814 reporting over Hedu Tata.
Ethiopian 814, thanks. There's no further ATC. Unicron 1 to strike. Goodbye.
Very much enjoyed flying out of Everest today. I hope you have a great one. Thanks, Marlon. Appreciate it, mate.
Cheers.
Right, chat, can we get some I Love That Sims, please, for Ethiopian... not Ethiopian, for Everest approach. That was brilliant. Next Everest stream when? I know, right? We actually need to fly to Everest now and call it Kilimanjaro by accident. I would have to check, but I think the A320 would go into direct law, not alternate law with that. Okay, yeah, I don't know. There's all sorts of other bits and bobs and hidden things in this aircraft that Builds have modeled that the average person who flies this thing from A to B will never, ever notice. It's very fun giving yourself a dual engine flame out in this and seeing you can still fly, like, it's unbelievable the amount of redundancy. You can just, I'm not going to do it now because I actually want to complete this flight, but like, being able to fly this thing with so many modes still available to you without engines running, it's just scary. Well, it's not scary because it's so good in terms of the level of redundancy, but it's scary that an aircraft is this well developed, you know, to do it. So yeah, you might have to bid for the 350. I've got a couple of friends who have flown it, and yeah, they adore the thing. Hey, Mosplug, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You should do a flight by the highest peaks on each continent. That would be fun. I've got a estimated fuel on board. Ecam memo. Let's just go and check. What are our reserves today? FinRes plus alternate is 6.7 if I round it up. What have we got on here? Yeah, there we go. That'll be why. Let's do that. That should get rid of that Ecam memo now. Cool, good. History Revived, thanks so much for the follow. Why didn't Build add a cabin in the 2020 version? Mainly for performance reasons, mate. There's brand new systems that have been implemented in MSFS 2024. LOD systems, so level of detail systems, where essentially if you're not in a specific vicinity of something, it won't get loaded in. But MSFS 2020 doesn't have that. So if I was in MSFS 2020 and I was right at the back of the cabin, if I'm in MSFS 2024 and I'm right at the back of the cabin, the flight deck won't actually get loaded in and be impacting performance or much, if anything. Whilst in MSFS 2020, it will. And it would just kill the performance on it. So, yeah. Yeah, so the autopilot will stay on even if you have both engines fail. So if you turn off both engine 1 and 2, you'll still have autopilot. It's and you can see all sorts of things with the drift down and everything like that. And it's just incredible. There's so much cool A350 stuff in this. I'm trying to think of other things. I'm good friends with the guy who's the lead technical developer on this aircraft, and he showed me some other really cool things that's modeled. And just cool A350-isms. I think one of my favorite just A350 things to do is in the I love these songs, chat. Keep them going. Is not the fix info. The time thing where you can set in time reminders. Speedbird, hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Anyone else find those autosave green banners really distracting? I mean, they only appear for about a split second on however many minutes you set up to have your autosave, so not really. It's a nice little reminder that if anything happens, my flight will be fine. Yeah, Speedbird, very well. How are you doing, mate? Good to see you. Good to see you. Right. Should we go and get an ETA then? So the flight time was estimated to be about 1 hour and 50 minutes. We have been airborne for 15. Cool. So, what, about 1 hour and 35 odd minutes until landing? Let's say then about 1950 UTC. Whoops. Let me actually update that before I said it live. So about 1950 UTC then. So that's 8:50 UK time. So you've only got about 1 hour and a half in flight. Thank you, Speedbird. Yeah, it's not, and with 5 year as well. Yeah, but thank you, mate. That's very kind of you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Honestly, that announcement on Friday, I was worried it was just going to get met with loads of people angry at me for cancelling a stream. So the fact that we literally had hundreds of reactions on a post, like, I never get that. So thank you to those of you who did see Friday's post and just dropped a little react to it or dropped a message. That really did go a heck of a long way. I can't tell you that enough. It really did. I mean, setting your view to not have your OIS in so they don't flash up when I'm tabbed out on the second monitor. Yeah, I mean, I don't really see them as an annoyance, but I guess I can see why to some they might be. It's still, yeah, that's it. The thing with the cabin is, like, I'm actually using the non-cabin version in 2024 right now, and we've still got little, like, window frame sections. So you can still set the views. If you want them like that. So it's a bit like a cabin. Has the A350 been updated again? It has. We're now on 1.07. I haven't flown this thing. I think there's been like 2 updates to this aircraft since I last flew it. And it's only been a couple of weeks since I last flew it. But AnyBuilds have just been pumping out the updates. They really have. Which is great to see. Oh yeah, Miguel's got that video. Yeah, this video's... Shit. What have I just clicked? It's fine. Sorry, I'm clicking things like an idiot. So yeah, dual engine flame out. You still got autopilot, open speed, open heading, vertical speed. It's pretty freaking cool. I won't show this video now, but it's well, I guess we could watch it. But yeah, the AnyBuilds will do it. Do you know what I wish we could have in an aircraft? I know it's like a really silly wish, but I would love to have working oxygen masks. Like where you actually can like put them on. And it like, you know, like you get like a... I'm going to compare it because Verdansk is back in Warzone. You know when you put on a gas mask in COD Warzone and it does that like little vignette around the side of the screen as you put on the gas mask? Wouldn't that be so cool in a flight sim? Like you do a situation where you've lost, you know, you've lost pressure in the aircraft, or you've got an engine flame out or something, dual engine flame out, you need to put your oxygen mask on. I'd love to do that. That'd be so cool. Didn't X-Plane? I don't know if X-Plane ever did that. Yakub, thanks for the follow on the YouTube. Thank you, mate. Or was it the Hot Start? Oh, Hot Start probably did. Yeah. We used that time feature in the 787 to remind us when to wake the guys in the bunks. Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Yeah. I use it for like a seat, like, you know, 40 minutes to landing for a cabin PA or something if I'm doing a long haul, or 20 minutes to landing for seatbelt signs or something. Yeah. Yeah. I'm liking these song requests. They're good. Helpful for top of descent and stuff. Yeah. Looks like there's actually a few people flying into Addis Ababa. There's, even though there's only 2 doing this exact route, there's a couple of others just flying in the general vicinity. But yeah, I wish we had stuff like that. I think that'd be so cool. Just like taking things again to the nth level of immersion. Are there any more situations? No, there's not. Depressurization, bird strike, dual engine failure, or GPS jamming. I know AnyBuilds showed the medical emergency one during their live stream the other week. I'm looking forward to that. Hey, Syndicate! I had a lovely weekend. How was your weekend, mate? And Craig, hey, good evening. How you doing? Welcome in, friends. We're going to have a look at the changelog for this aircraft shortly. We're just enjoying the views on climb out of Kilimanjaro. Taking this aircraft back to base. Back to Addis Ababa. For some high elevation landing as well, so we'll need to obviously review that. You hate wearing that mask IRL, but always did as the regs mandated. Practicing a rapid decompression in the sim where you were trying to communicate to is very distracting and even disorientating. I can imagine it is. Yeah, I can imagine. What a flight. Yeah, we had a number of different options. So there was like Entebbe or Mombasa. or even Zanzibar were other options. But, well, I'll be honest with you. I chose Kilimanjaro for the whole Everest meme, which certainly did not disappoint. That was literally like the only reason why I chose Kilimanjaro. But yeah, like we could have chosen Entebbe, we could have done Mombasa, we could have done Zanzibar. There's loads of flights that they do. Ethiopia. I'd love it if we could simulate decompression in the cabin with thorough graphics realism. Yeah, it'd be so cool, wouldn't it? I wonder how... The problem is that a lot of people don't use those kind of features. You know, like... Any builds have implemented a load of different things in this aircraft. And you saw, like, you know, the level of depth that they go to, even with, like, the ADR failure. You turn all 3 ADRs off and you get ISIS... speed from the ISIS display showing up on your PFD, you know, like even just things like that, which yeah, you wouldn't necessarily expect, or you know, there's a lot of work that goes into those things that people probably haven't actually explored. Yeah, decompression scenario would be good fun to try. Oh, Becca's sent me a picture of the puzzle, chat. After my terrible wording earlier on. Oh, and she sat with a glass. Love it. I don't know if I can show this on stream. Why can I not open it? There you go, chat. We are officially old. Oh, she's almost completed that bit. We only did like half of that yesterday. It only just about seems to fit on the map. I have the same chairs. Yeah, that table and chairs came with the place that we're renting. Wine and a puzzle, so cozy. That's it, right? Forgot to switch on the oxygen in the F-14 in DCS. I thought it was a bug when the picture started to black and white, getting darker. Yeah, I think you can. That happens in X-Plane and stuff as well. I think it even happens in P3D. I don't know. I feel like I've had it before. Flying Lusaka to Heathrow via ATIS next week. Awful journey to... Oh, well, I hope you have a safe trip, Ben. You had plenty smoking cabin emergency at Heathrow's during your time in T5. We did it in the Simfest sim. We got a smoke machine during World Flight. And did a smoke in the cockpit failure. It was awesome. In the Flight Fighter 777 V2, you can see all the packs oxygen. Oh, Rubber Jungle. Nice. That's very cool. Yeah, I like little things like that. Even if I don't necessarily go and use those things myself, it's just the fact that they're there and it like goes into that depth. I love it. I love it. Beautiful. We should get some really nice views on this flight. I would have thought it'll be beautiful the whole way. It usually is in this area of the world. Addis Ababa Airport is like the bar out of Star Wars. What, the cantina? Mos Eisley Cantina. Interesting comparison. I almost flew with Ethiopian last week, but Virgin actually turned out to be cheaper. Anybody flown with Ethiopian before? Am I on the SU2 beta? No, I'm not, mate. No, I'm not on SU2 beta. I am on Sim Update 1 still. I am on Sim Update 1. Oh, you have Love Airway. Were they good? Are they a good airline to fly with, Ethiopian? They do some, like, really crazy routes. I think Ian, on his stream the other day, did, like, a Manchester to Geneva rotation that Ethiopian do, which is just wild. Your mother has flown through Addis and thinks it's the worst airport ever. Wow. That's quite a strong title to claim. Gabriel, very well. How are you today? Good to see you, mate. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. You join us. Are we even at cruise yet? No. We're about 1,200 feet away from reaching cruise altitude on our way to thingy-majiggy, Addis Ababa. I don't know if TikTok and YouTube chat was really active earlier, and now it's gone very quiet. I don't know if it has just gone quiet on those platforms. You never had a rubber jungle after landing or even one drop mask? Yeah. I fully expected the FOs to call me and tell me I had a rubber mess. Just sleepy, but we're still here. No, that's all good. As long as I know the chat's still working, Forklift Guy, I appreciate you dropping a message in, just so I know that it's still working. Cool. It's the passengers, just chaotic. All of 6 bag, no one pays. Ah, okay. I see. I see. Should we go and find the patch notes for the plane? Is there a discontinuity there? There is. We didn't check that. Chat, I might just put the approach in now because there's a discontinuity. Oh, well, I guess it's not for a while. We'll do it after we... Let's have a look at the patch notes and then we'll put it... Are you enjoying the A350? Oh, I love it. I'm on the fence between the A350 or the 737 MAX. Oh, they are both very good. Honestly, I think it might just have to come down to whether you prefer Airbus or Boeing and whether you want to do more long-haul style stuff or short-haul stuff. Although both of them are capable to some degree of either one, right? So, yeah. Right, let me sort out these tabs. Give me just a second. Right, so it'll be on the AnyBuilds forums, right? That's not the right one. Where will it be? Is it in aircraft? Oh, no, that's not it. Updates. Here we go. So 1.07. Oh, we should have used this on the ground. There's now air stairs. But I guess with GSX. If we wanted to use GSX subboarding, which we normally do. Do you have any intel you might be able to tell us about the A320neo if you have been in contact with Phoenix? No, mate, I know absolutely nothing more than you do. And even if I did, I wouldn't be allowed to tell you anything because I'd be under a non-disclosure agreement, mate. So, unless it's public information, you won't be able to hear anything from me on it, mate. Sorry. I love both and both can do long haul. Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, you might just have to go with, like, go eeny, meeny, miny, mo and pick one and then... get the other one next as soon as you can. So we've got further SimBrief integration then, as you guys showed out to me earlier on, where you can do your flight planning in here. I'll be honest with you. I'm still going to do my flight planning on the website because I want to double check like the routing and stuff like that. But this is cool that you can do this all via here. You don't even need to tab out the sim anymore. Yeah, that is cool. Engine and pitot cover logic reintroduced, yeah. FMA, so we've got flight mode enunciator bug. We fully resolved issues related to flare, land, and rolled out modes. A logic bug previously caused the flare mode to not display correctly on the FMA, even though it was functioning in the background. This is now fixed and displays correctly in all landing scenarios. Cool. That's good. And then we've got the patch notes themselves. It's not a short amount of patch. You know, like, whenever they're releasing an update for this aircraft, it's not like just, yeah, it's 1 or 2 changes. There's a lot. Corrected an issue where incorrect flex temperature values were affecting the engine power rating. So the system now provides accurate thrust settings based on the engine flex temp. Set wind data bug. All those kind of things. ETA box overlapping on Oceanic. God, there's all sorts, isn't there? Have you missed flying the PNG 737? I mean, I've flown it maybe once in the last few months, and I've not really thought about it too much, to be honest. There's just so much to fly now. We've just got so much choice. I'm just kind of having a quiet look through these. Grid heading display on ND for polar flights. Nice. Look look at all the fixes. There's loads. Parking brake eCam bug. Ah, nice. Yeah, new eCams and categorizations. There's even more stuff there. Removed some excessive debugging to improve performance. Nice. Introducing some key adjustments for early rotation. Ah, so the rotation logic might change even further. Ground page submenu will flash yellow and GSX requires user input. That's cool. What route will you fly CTP? I don't know if I will be doing CTP, mate. I have registered interest, but I don't know if I'm free on that weekend when it's about. I probably won't be doing it. I think it'll be the first weekend that my stepdaughters are back home after a couple of weeks away, so I don't think I'll be around. But we'll see. I might be able to do across the pond. I mean, I might not even be able to get a slot. Even if I'm free to do the event, I might not be able to get an actual slot. So, yeah. Oh, Tom! Hey, mate, thank you very much for the 7 gifted subs. That is very kind of you indeed. Chat, come on, you know what to do. Thank you very much. Tom gifting 7 subs. They are going to Night Hydro, Noah Simulation, Foldy79, Cheyan VR, Matan Yaz, Boldo, and Myart as well. Goal achieved. Thank you very much, mate. That is incredibly kind. Yeah, I saw, yeah, smack bang on 500 sub points. Thank you so much, mate. That means a lot. The goal has been achieved of 500 sub points again on the channel. Thank you. Oh, we've got all the New York songs now from Jeff. Oh, no, it's got skipped. Oh, now we've got the Fortnite song again. Thank you very much. Cheers for the 7 gifted, Tom. That's very kind. I hope those 7 enjoy the subs. We are up to 17 gifted subs today. That, for me, is, like, unheard of. So thank you. Cheers, guys. Oh, my God. It's even worse. Okay, it's even worse. Let's not. Recommendations on a yoke for new sim pilot. Great question. It depends what kind of a thing you're looking to go for in terms of how much money you're looking to spend. And also the type of yoke that you want, because there are different styles. So, for example, in Boeing aircraft, you have what's kind of called like a pendular yoke. So if you imagine my arm is the yoke is attached to the top, it kind of like goes on a pendular motion. Whilst with smaller general aviation aircraft, if this is the yoke, there's like a rod that comes out the back of it and it pushes and pulls backwards and forwards. So there are various options. I'm sponsored with the brand Thrustmaster, so I use their hardware solely, and they do have an officially licensed Boeing yoke with that pendular style. So that's the yoke that I use, and I've been using for a couple of years now and love. Right, sorry, what else have we got? So sound fixes as well. All sorts of things. Improved system and engine failures on shutdown. Oh, we'll have a listen out for that. Fix call button to edit cabin announcement clips. There's loads of stuff, isn't there? God. Very exciting. Collision mesh in MSFS 2024. Added 3D models of pilots in cockpit from an outside view. Nice. Love it. Well, there's plenty of things that they're updating in this aircraft, chat. They're certainly not just pumping and dumping the aircraft and then leaving it be, which is so great to see. We've now had 6 updates after the initial release candidate of this aircraft. With a lot of others, we might not even get that in a year. We've had that in what? Just over a month and a half since this thing released? Remember Innie saying this is the last major update while they focus on their other products? Yeah. But I think the fact that we have had like 7 major updates in the fashion that we have had is great. I think the plane is really solid. You do some Edelweiss ops in their new A350 because they're doing... Yeah, they did. Where did they go? I think Ian did to Tenerife the other day, didn't they? We're going to have a look in a moment. Did you do the career before free flight, or did you just learn as you go? Reverend, I've been playing Flight Simulator for well over a decade now, so I didn't use the career mode in MSFS 2024 to teach me to fly or anything. I just do free flight. When I buy the A350, I've saved the link to your Unibus. Oh, thank you, Tom. That's kind of you, mate. Thank you. Yeah. When ULR version comes out, expect many more updates to come. Yeah. Yeah, I think ULR was predicted to be like Q2. That's awesome. They also did Ibiza. Ooh. They're updating and really care about getting it right. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. It's a real passion project, this A350. Oh, they said they are focusing on bigger updates for the A350. Oh, okay, I see. Got you. Career is helping, but you... Yeah, well, that's great, Reverend. Mate, as long as you're enjoying it, just taking it day by day and learning bit by bit. That's great. As long as you found the best way that works for you to learn how to play Flight Sim, brilliant. Yeah, with the whole yoke thing, there's like loads of different options. You know, number one, it depends on your price range and what kind of price you're looking to spend on a yoke. Because, you know, you can spend a couple of £100 or you can spend thousands of pounds on a yoke. There's that variety, there really is, which is great, but it does make it a little bit daunting if you're looking for the first time. But yeah, so that's one thing. And then the style of yoke that you want, as I say, whether you want that more, you know, something akin to how an airliner has their yoke with that, you know, the pendular system coming from the floor upwards, or whether you want the general aviation style where the yoke is on kind of like a rod that goes backwards and forwards. And they do feel differently. So it's well worth kind of, you know, thinking about what style you want. We're getting battered a bit by the wind. I think I might put the seatbelt signs on, you know, just in case it increases. We're getting battered about a little bit. So yeah. It looks like we don't need to wait for the iPhone. No way. Oh, you absolute troll. You had me there for a second, Veronix. You absolute troll. Wow, I can't believe I fell for that. I fell for that hook, line, and bloody sinker, I did. Hook, line, and sinker. You are terrible. To be fair, as much as people meme about it and laugh about it, the products evidently sell quite well. And there is a target market for it. You know, like Captain Sim, I think, make a killing with their products. Oh, hello. Right, so the winds at Addis Ababa, it's going to be a crosswind. So 360 degrees, 6 knots. It's overcast at 6,000. So what runway are they using in real life? Let's go and have a look, shall we? Ah, well, there's a 737 NG cargo off to Jeddah, who's just departed on 07 right. So I think we use the same runway. Yeah, we got the high speeds off of 07 right. So, yeah. So let's go and have a looky at the arrival. So runway 07 right. It'll be... Oh, we've got RNP approaches on the cards. Yes, please. Right, what are we doing? Arnav Stars Southwest. Is that where we're coming in from? Yes. So it should be the Rudol. We'll do the Rudol 1 Alpha. I'm not doing point merge. To Arona. And then from there... Oh my god. Oh, that looks like a fun approach. Okay, and then it'll be the Arnav Zulu runway 0. Oh, can we do an SLS approach? Oh, no, we can't. Or actually, is there another one? Should we see if we can try and find an SLS approach to do? No, I don't think it exists. This airport might not have it. That's a shame. But if the airport doesn't have it, we can't do it. It's a good approach. Just watch out for the terrain. Yeah, there's lots of it. Okay, so RNAV Zulu runway 07 right via Arona. Cool. Yeah, Captain Sazman, you've got it absolutely smack bang on, mate. We will do that shortly. So, RNAV Zulu runway 07 right via Arona on the Rudol 1 Alpha. We are not doing the whole point merge faff. This song is interesting, chat. So, yeah, one thing to know. The aerodrome elevation around Addis Ababa. Well, Addis Ababa itself is... what does it say here? 7,630 feet above sea level. So we have to be careful with this because if we were going to do our normal 250 knots until 10,000 feet, sorry, 250 knots below 10,000 feet, that would mean that we would only start slowing down from our descent speed of Mach 0.85/300 knots about 2,500-3,000 feet above the aerodrome. That's a little bit late. As much as I'm a fan of nice, quick approaches, 300 knots, about 3,000, 2,500 feet above the aerodrome is just a little bit close for comfort. So I think we need to do that in... oh, God, where do we do that in here? That's the question. I wonder if we need to do it here. 250. Is there a thing for 250 at 10,000 in here? Okay, cool. Yeah, there's no SLS. Arona has a 220 knot restriction anyway. Okay, cool. So that should stop that from happening. That being said, look, it's still... yeah. I think we'll still plan for what we'll say is we'll do 250 at 18,000. I think 250 at 18,000. I think works. So, do I need to program it in here? Speed constraint at. No, I think that's going to try and do it at a. How do I even program this into the A350? Anybody know? Anybody got an idea on that one? It's a good question. Click on a waypoint in the flight plan page and then constraints page. Make sure it's... yeah, okay. There we go. So we just want to change this descent speed limit. There we go. So we'll just change this to flight level 180. And then that should work. We've still got the speed constraint 220 at Arona, but I think this just to make sure that we're fine there. There we go. So we'll insert that. And then I'll just double check it. Yes, that's where the constraints page is. That's what we were looking for. So 250 knots at or below flight level 180 instead of 10,000. Good. So then we will still be 250 knots below 10,000 feet radio altitude. Yeah. Good. Right. Top of descent is still a while away, yeah? Has it actually changed where our top of descent is? Why do I feel like that top of descent is insanely late? I guess it's not. Yeah, that's at flight level 140, so it's got that in okay. So top of descent is in... oh, it says like another 45 minutes. That looks the same place as your top of descent. Okay, cool. Right, we're good then. Good. So we've still got ages to go until Tower Descent, so we won't brief the rest of the arrival or anything now. We'll just enjoy the views a bit more. But we've got the arrival programmed in, as well as the restriction there. Good. Good, good, good. If I missed anything in the chat, I don't think I have. Thank you for that, Sazman. That's kind. Yeah, I couldn't remember where the constraints page was in the 350. And then we're sorted. Anybody got anything exciting going on this week? Anything upcoming that's exciting this week? Rev message. Used to this song. Oh, Jeff, I don't know it. You flew Nairobi to Heathrow the other day and the views were cool following the Nile? Yeah. Beautiful. I'm trying to think if I've got anything exciting coming up. I don't think I have. I was supposed to be going to Tokyo this month for Star Wars celebration, but yeah, that's unfortunately not happening, which is a shame. Have I got anything exciting going on? No, I mean, it's Easter. But I don't think there's much on this month for me. Just toddling away at work and streaming. How long until we land? About an hour. Yeah, about an hour. So we're just under halfway through the flight. We should be touching down about exactly an hour from now, actually. We should be down on the ground. You can't see the YouTube link? Oh, sorry, have I seen this? What is it? Imagine Sim Dallas Fort Worth. Ooh. Do we think it's going to be any good? Oh, wait. P3D scenery. Oh. Made with chase plane. Wait, I'm confused. Any badminton tournaments? No, although that reminds me, I do need to give somebody a text. Thank you. Thank you. That reminded me to drop a message. No, nothing badminton related. Just normal badminton things as, yeah, just normal badminton tournament. Well, badminton training. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not exactly. People are saying this looks like P3D. It does. I'm not gonna lie. It reminds me. I mean, I can tell that it is MSFS, but the colours are really like washed out. I mean, what have Imagine Sim done for MSFS? What are this? Because they did Atlanta and loads of people didn't like it, didn't they? Like, yeah, that looks like P3D. Only Atlanta and Singapore. Right, so they've hardly done anything. What Neo do you think will be better? Or I honestly don't know. I think different people will have a subjective opinion on it, and some people will prefer the FS Labs and others the Phoenix. I think a lot of people said that the Imagine Sim Atlanta and MSFS was pretty shocking. I think I used the default one. Oh no, maybe I can't remember what I use. I mean, if it brings a good Dallas Fort, like a semi-decent Dallas Fort Worth to the sim, then I'm game. I think my main concern is performance. Do we know when it's coming out? It's coming out soon. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be rude to the person who's made the video, because I appreciate the fact that we've been able to get an early access kind of quick look preview of the scenery. But it's just weird that... Have they announced this before? Have we all been living under a bush? Or living behind a rock? Because I've not heard of this scenery even being announced before. And now we've got somebody doing a trailer for it. They announced it ages ago. Oh. Oh, so is it one of those where it was just announced ages ago, we've not heard anything since, everybody's forgotten it, and now we've suddenly got this community-made trailer? It's 25 euros. Yeah, I mean, sorry, if it's not like Ini Builds or Pyrigi quality or, you know, like one of those kind of similar brands, I'm not paying 25 euros for it, I don't think. Do you think it would be nice to have an in-depth A340 in the sim? Oh, heck yeah. I'd love an A340 in MSFS. Even though they're not that common to see IRL anymore, I'd love it. Absolutely. It was announced as an early access thing. Got you. You just seen that some beta testers releasing images a week or so ago. They've opened up pre-orders. Sorry, pre-orders for scenery. Interesting marketing. Dominator, hello, very well. How are you, buddy? I don't think I've ever heard of that before. Have you ever heard of that? Pre-orders for a scenery? I think that's a bold move. I'm going to take the seatbelt signs out. It looks like the winds have calmed down a bit. I feel like that's a bold move. The A350 is the only major Airbus aircraft missing at this point. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. We even got a freaking Beluga and an A400M. Oh, it's Dom! Dom, thank you so much, mate. 50 months with the Prime. It's not like they can run out of them. What a legend, Dom. Thank you very much for the Prime sub. I appreciate you a lot, mate. Now, I get pre-ordering a game and stuff like that, but pre-ordering a scenery? I don't know. Dude, you're a legend. Hope you're well, mate. I'm Gorminator. It's 2 in a row. You got a hype train on the way. Hey, hey, hey. A hype train inbound with Gorminator back for a year and a half. Hello. Ooh. Oh. Well, I mean, good luck with the Air Linker stuff. I'm sorry to hear about the sim. If we can help in any way, let us know. Thank you, bud. Rianne's over on the TikTok. Hello, do you recommend buying the A350? Oh, I adore this thing. I love it. It's only been out like just over a month, and it's already had 6 pretty major updates to it with loads of fixes and updates and alterations and new features added. Yeah, I love it. I want Tolis to start developing an MSFS. They won't, mate. They flat refused to when the sim first came out, and they're still actively developing an X-Plane. You will never see Tolis in MSFS. Or I would be heavily, heavily, heavily surprised if they ever did. Yeah. Getting a weird crash in the menus of 2020 using the frame gen mod. Ah, well, there you go. Don't use the frame gen mod then. You've probably found the answer just with that. They still haven't fixed lifting off. No, they have. They have altered it. At the patch notes, there was something about the rotation thing, and they're still looking at tweaking it further. I'm assuming that's what it was. Do you think the Neos were released from Phoenix and FS Labs before August? I've got absolutely no idea, mate. I don't work for either of those companies, so I've got no idea what stages of development either of them are in. Not a clue. Do we know yet if Phoenix are going to bundle the 320 and the 321 Neo together? If they do, I think that is a killer for FS Labs. Even if the FS Labs is better, I think that will kill it, their A321 that they're doing. I'm on Sim Update 1 Mets, and it's fine for me, I think. It's one package. Oh. I think the FS Labs is gonna struggle. I really do. I think the FS Labs is gonna struggle if that's the case. I feel like the only redeeming factor with the FS Labs A321 Neo was the fact that it was the only like payware A321 Neo that was going to be around, because like when the A321, just the regular CEO A321 came out from FS Labs, a lot of the comments that I saw was just, why didn't they do the 321 Neo first? I would have bought that. And lots of people basically saying, I'm going to hold off on this until we get the Neo. And now Phoenix have announced both the 320 and the 321 Neo. So, and they've already got a very, 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 very healthy and active and thriving, you know, user base of people who have purchased their aircraft over many years in MSFS. So they hold a lot of community and user trust, and they're going to bundle the 320 Neo and the 321 Neo together. It won't stop FS Labs. They'll still release their 321 Neo, but I don't think their sales are going to be as good as they expected. FS Labs are high quality though. Well, I think a lot of people would think that the Phoenix is high quality. Imagine you saying that back in the P3D days. I know, right? It's just Fizzy. It's just so wild how much the community has moved on over the last 5-6 years, isn't it? You know, a lot of the names that you hear and speak about now either didn't exist or existed in a very different manner and stuff like that, you know, back in the P3D days. And there are lots of companies who, quite frankly, haven't really evolved with the new sim, which is just as fascinating. You still reckon the Phoenix Neo will be out before the FS Labs? I honestly have no idea. I don't know what stage either in. Why are there no cabins? I answered that earlier. I literally answered that earlier on. $100? This product is not $100. Where in the hell? If you've paid $100 for the A350, mate, you've been way overpriced. I'm pretty certain the Airbus, the Unibil's A350 isn't $100. I don't know where you've heard that. FS Labs are doing a 320 Neo and 321 Neo as well. Yes, but are they doing them both as a package together? I think Phoenix have come far with the Neos. They will say the drones panel as well. I need to read it, so don't quote me on this. But did they say they're moving away from the ProSim thing? Does that mean they completely rebuilt the aircraft without any ProSim integration? Why was the FS Labs to go back to in the day? They were as far and away the most in-depth simulated aircraft that we had in P3D, especially of the Airbus, like, you know, short-haul fleet. 319, 320, 321. You know, it took them literally years just to build sharklets on it, but they were like the gold standard of third-party payware aircraft in P3D. Unfortunately, they just didn't move with the times with MSFS, and they've released one product since MSFS released for MSFS, which was their recent A321, but it came about 2.5, almost 3 years after the Phoenix. Not after the Phoenix A321, but, you know. So for a lot of people, they might not have heard of FS Labs or wonder what it's all about. And, you know, people would be paying quite a lot of money just for an A321 on its own from FS Labs, when you've got Phoenix, which is a trusted brand, and you can get the 319, 320, and 321 all bundled together for a relatively similar price, I think. Will Phoenix do a discount if we have all the other variants? Oh, I don't know, actually. Don't know. They've redone the eCam without ProSim. So does that mean they've done all of the failures from scratch then? Because I'm pretty certain... I mean, I'd need to double check this, but I swear when we were like alpha testing the Phoenix long before launch, when we were like going through the failures menus and checking the eCam memos, that was all ProSim stuff. So does that mean all of that has been redone entirely? That's pretty impressive if so. That's a lot. Yeah, we've said it about 1,000,000 times. I mean, if I had $1 for every time that I've seen somebody say or I've shared my opinion on the fact that the FS Labs should have done the Concorde first, then I'd be a millionaire right now. Yeah. God, these views are just beautiful, aren't they? Thank you all so much for tuning in today, folks. It does feel good to get back. I desperately did need Friday's evening off and a whole weekend away from everything to do with streaming and simming and stuff, just to kind of rest and recuperate. It is important for me to do that, especially when I do put so much time and effort in. You know, I'm working 60-hour work weeks and stuff, and I love my job and I still love streaming, but it can burn you out when you do nothing but flight sim non-stop. So especially with feeling a little bit emotionally rough on Friday, it was nice just to have 3 evenings and 2 full days just away from everything, just kind of take that time. I am quite lucky in the sense that just normally for me a couple of days away and I'm feeling good again and ready to rock and roll. So yeah, it's nice to be back again this evening and be back flying the A350, chilling with some music, chatting away to you folks. So I appreciate you all tuning in and understanding about Friday's stream not happening and stuff. I don't know what we're going to do for the rest of the week. I don't know if we've got some like new sceneries or something we can check out. I'm really loving that we've just got so much variety right now in the sim. You know, somebody said earlier on, are you missing the PMDG 737? And it's not that I don't love the PMDG 737, but there's so much that we've got to fly in the sim right now that like we can go a while without flying it and still have loads of stuff to operate, you know. More Brazil World Update stuff? Yes. We could go and check out some more regions in Brazil, definitely. That's a good option, isn't it? Definitely. FS Lab should have started with the A330 and cleaned up in MSFS. Mate, there is an A330 200 and 300 with 2 engine variants completely free default in MSFS 2024. They might have had a market in 2020, but not in 2024. Am I using any ray trace shadows? Have a look in... Yeah, well, it will probably give you VRAM back if you turn it off. I don't know, to be honest with you. I might be. If you have a look in my MSFS settings, 2024 settings on my Discord server, it's listed in there. Yeah, Tom. I try not to take any time away. You folks know what I'm like, but sometimes I do need to. Just take an extra day. Oh, yeah, there's the new Nox scenery. I think I've already got Nox scenery. I'll have to see if I can get it applied to my account. I probably won't buy it because I'm pretty sure I've already got Nox. I think I have anyway. Oh, maybe I don't. Wait, where is it? Is it EIKN? Maybe I don't. Or maybe I don't have it. All right, I'll go and investigate. I think InnyBuilds are distributing it on the InnyBuild store, and I think they sent an email about it. So I will ask if I can get a copy, and then maybe we'll. Maybe I know I'm pretty sure people have already shown it off. Jamie and all have already shown it off, but I'd quite like to have a look. Yeah, I swear I got an email about it. I'll have a look. It's a good one. Very good idea. Thoughts on the iFly 737 MAX 8? Oh, I love that aircraft. It's so good. So good. In fact, we've not flown that for a little bit, so we'll give that a go. Maybe we'll fly the 7.3 Max. Yeah, maybe we'll do some Max flying this week. I'm actually in the mood for that. Don't know where, but maybe some 737 Max flying in 2020 somewhere. Even just a classic Ryanair or something. Where haven't we... Oh, wait. We could try something with the World Update, I guess. But then we'd be in 2020. I don't know if I'd rather be in 2024 for the World Update. Maybe not, but we've got options, don't we? I'm trying to think where else we haven't flown for a while that we could do some max flying. There's so many options. Where haven't we flown in a while? Oh, excuse me, sorry. Yeah, we haven't done... You know what? We're not far from the summer routes, are we? Even though these flights are like super long, so I won't do a flight, you know, like these. If there's some sort of like a nice flight down to the Canaries or something that's not too bad. Even like this, Malaga, Tenerife. That's a good flight. There might be something out of Faro or something as well. You know what? We haven't done Faro for years. Is there anything out of Faro to the Canaries? Oh, Tenerife. Oh, that's a shame. Ponta Delgada with Azores. That's going to be a good few hours, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, something like that might be quite nice this week. Or even down to the Balearics. Down to Menorca or something. Oh, you know what we still haven't ever done? We've never done Figari. I said not that long ago that I really wanted to do Figari, didn't I? Because it's a ridiculous approach. And I think there's scenery for it. We're kind of on a run of doing some crazy approaches recently. We did Aspen and Kai Tak last week. Knock to Tenerife. That's probably a bit of a long flight, mate. We'd be landing at about like 11 p.m. Probably a bit of a long flight, that one. Goal sender max into the New World Update Island, SBFN. Oh, that might be a really good flight. That might be a nice one. Oh, Leon. Geneva to Figari? How long is the flight? Oh my god, it's perfect. Geneva to Figari and back. Oh my god. This airport's really cool. All these flights in this region, like, towards, Corsica and everything. So good. Oh, all right, okay. I'm getting some inspiration. I'm getting some ideas for things. You just got back from Faro. Nice. You're going to do a Norwegian 737 MAX Stockholm to Marrakesh. Aviation Brother says lovely. Hamza is here on the TikTok. Hello, how you doing? Right, chat. We should probably start briefing the arrival soon. We've been airborne an hour and 10 minutes. We've got about 40 minutes to go. John T, good evening. How you doing? Let me have a quick look at that SBFN one, because we've still got a bit of time. What are my PC specs? I've got an AMD 5950X and an RTX 4090. Is there a flight that's not that long? PMD 737 or iFly? Just got into MSFS 2024. Oh, well, neither of those work in MSFS 2024, mate. Yeah, neither of those work in 2024, unfortunately. Oh, yes! Wait, where was that? When was that flight operated? 7th of April. Oh, it's doing it now. So, this is one of the new World Update airports. SBFN. SBFN to Recife. I'm pretty sure there's freeware scenery for here. Oh, that is very, very tempting for tomorrow's stream. Chat, what would you prefer to see? Geneva to Figari or Recife to SBFN? Fernando did not this one. iFly 737 MAX 8 in 2020 with the World Update. I think we're gonna have to do. I think we might have to do both of them this week, quite frankly. Yeah, I think we'll do both this week. And then knock as well is another option. That would be all 3 streams this week. So I fly 737 MAX A, Phoenix A320, or even the default Builds Neo, Geneva to Figari and back, and then maybe knock as another one. Nice. All right. Well, I'm not going to absolutely guarantee 120% that those are definitely all the 3 that we're going to do this week, but it makes my week easier if we sort them out earlier. Oh yeah, we haven't done Dubrovnik or Split for a while. Yeah, we need to start doing those kind of things soon down to the Adriatic coast. I love those areas. Yeah, cool. Great variety. Oh, that's what I like. Does the 5950X run hot? No, not for me, mate. Although I am running it through liquid cooling with 2 360mm rads, so yeah. I couldn't find it, Craig. But yes, we do need to do that at some point. We do need to get back into the RJ for the Penguin flight. Are all of my scenery payware? No, in fact, the 2 sceneries that we're using for today's flight are both freeware. That's a point. Did I actually add it to my scenery map? The Kilimanjaro one. Yeah, both sceneries that I'm using today are free. I didn't. I mean, it's not very good freeware scenery, but I'll still add it in. We'll still add it in, and then we'll go and brief the arrival. Flight is lost? What flight? Mogadishu. Oh, we've done Mogadishu before. I want to do it in the 727. Yeah, I want to do Mogadishu in the 727. Where's Mount Everest again? Right there. Oh, actually, I don't know if I've got a command for this. It might be exclamation. I think it's available on my website. Ah! That is not what I wanted to search. Air France flew the A380 to knock to be decommissioned. Oh my god. I mean, it wouldn't be a very long flight. And we probably have to fly out of a default Charles de Gaulle, but yeah. Right, I am going to go and do a weather update, and then we're going to do a bit of a briefing chat. Let's see if the weather's improved at Addis Ababa. Okay, it has actually. The winds are straight down the runway now. So, the weather, 80 degrees at... It's actually exactly the same winds as it was when we left Kilimanjaro. So, the wind, 80 degrees, 5 knots. Broken clouds at 2,000 and at 6,000. The temperature's 18 degrees centigrade. The QNH is 1028. Cool. We're doing the RMP approach today, where the minima is 8,070 because of the elevation. So 8070 for the baro, and the transition flight level is... Well, it says transition level by ATC, transition out is 14. I'm going to put it at 1,000 feet above. So put it at 15. There we go. Do you still use the same PC specs for MSFS on your web? Yeah, that's not changed, mate. Yeah, my website's still up to date. Yeah. Cool. So flat full VAP 138. Good. The slower we can be on that, the better, really. Okay, so let's have a briefing and then we'll do BTV. So, oh, wait, is that? Oh, we've got FLS. Oh, that's, wait, no. I've put LS on when we're doing an RMP, but we could do it as an FLS approach. Actually, I think would they do it as an FLS? I don't know. Right, let me just get some more charts up. Okay, and then we'll have a look. So, we are doing a Rudol one Alpha arrival today. So restrictions that we've got: Alpha Bravo 107 above flight level 160, and then Arona 14,000 feet at 220 knots. Okay, and obviously because of the elevation being about 7,600 feet, we're going to be slowing down to 250 knots at flight level 180 today. From Arona, we are doing the RNAV Zulu, the RMP Zulu runway 07 right. So we continue to Samol above 11,400, Senbo at or above 10,500, then Durtu at 170 knots above 9,800, Herbu at or above 9,300, and then from there, exit we should be 8880, and then it is it a 3-degree glide path? Actually, don't know. Go around is straight ahead to Gedad, and then towards Alpha Bravo 022, climbing to 14,500 today. Lots of terrain around. Lots and lots and lots of terrain around. MSA in our general vicinity is 13,500. So we're going to be keeping a close watch out for the terrain today. Once we land, we're landing on 07 right today. So we're going to aim to vacate at Delta. And then we're going to have to backtrack 25 right to vacate here. So we'll set up BTV for Delta. It's a nice long 3,800 meter runway, but obviously with the elevation, we just want to watch out for that. So then we'll backtrack, probably vacate Charlie, and then go straight in onto the terminal here. So nice, easy one. I don't think you can do that one as an FLS. Well, I don't know, because it's showing up as an option. So it seems to like it. Good. So let's go and do BTV. So we'll go plan, and then we'll zoom in. And then we'll give it a moment. I'm just going to close a window. 2 secs, chat. Pharmacy. Hello, how you doing? Right. Ah, there we go. It's loading. Cool. No. Yeah, we're just doing a straight in approach pretty much. Very well. Thank you, Farmer. Thanks for asking, mate. It's kind of you. Right. Okay. So we are going to select 07 right, and it's dry. So we've got the runway conditions set. We've got the dry stop margin and the wet stop margin. So Delta is perfect for our BTV exit today. So we're going to click on Delta, set BTV exit. There we go. And then we'll arm order brake, and we should have BTV in blue now, which we do. Lovely. Simple as that. There we go. BTV is selected. In the 777-300ER. Nice. Skybound Entertainment also on the TikTok. Hello, good to see you. Welcome in. You join us. Well, we're actually only about 10 minutes away from top of descent, and we're shortly going to be doing our descent checklist, ready for our descent into Addis Ababa today. So let's go and see. Oh, there's no. Okay, there's nothing now below the line. Okay, that's fine. So we'll ignore that. We don't need to do any checklist then. Good. Right. Okay, chat. So that is our briefing for the approach. Any questions? Or are you all happy with my briefing? You're probably all bored to death of it, but... Right. You ain't bored? Oh, good. No one here is bored. I hope not. Just got the Edinburgh airport from Orbex and I love it. I'm doing Edinburgh to Dubai in the A350. Oh, brilliant. Enjoy your flight. Enjoy. Oh, we were going to have a look to see what Edelweiss are doing with their A350 as well, weren't we? Somebody said to do that this week. Zurich to Ibiza. Zurich to Heraklion. Oh, they've done Faro. We said we wanted to do that. Oh, Palma de Mallorca. Oh my God. Wow. Well, okay then. Yeah, there was Tenerife that they did. There was the delivery flight that we did. Zurich to the freeware Palma de Mallorca sounds fun. Oh, Pristina. I don't think I've ever flown there. Oh, wait, no. Is that the crazy one with a really cool approach? Is that somewhere different? With like loads of terrain. There's almost too much choice. Heraklion does sound very cool though. Maybe we'll do this next week because we've obviously done a longer flight in the A350 already today. But this is good motivation for a route next week. I almost feel like I don't know. I feel like I'd rather go to like Faro or something. I'll have a look because I imagine like Jamie or Ian or somebody might do a couple of these. I think Ian's already done the Zurich to Tenerife. So I'll have a look and see if they do any of these and then maybe pick a different one. No worries, Tom, mate. It's so good to see you again. I hope you're all right, my dude. Family's all okay. Really good to see you, mate. We'll see you soon. Thank you again for the generosity earlier with the gifted subs and everything, buddy. Yeah. Oh, Jamie's doing Ibiza right now. Ah, okay, cool. Right, well, I'll avoid that one then. We'll do a different one. Cool. Maybe I'll do that next week because it sounds like we're going to be... what the hell is this? Sorry, whatever it is, I don't like it already. What was I going to say? Yeah, I'll have a look to see next week. Because it sounds like we've got already 3 potential options for this week covered. The Grand Tour is due in 2 weeks! Well, best of luck to mum and baby. I hope all it goes all right, mate. Keep us updated and let us know, yeah? So, chat, only other thing to mention with this is that obviously the elevation of the airport is bloody high. So our ground speed's going to be pretty fast because of that elevation change. So even though we've got a nice VAP of quite a slow 138, which is really going to help us out, you know, we're still probably going to be in the 150s or so, 160 even maybe for the ground speed. So we just want to keep a watch for that because we're going to be faster. So it's just something to be aware of on the approach phase and all the blooming terrain as well. Right, so let's put this down to flight level 150 and then we'll initiate descent down to that, which is going to be our transition level onto local QNH. Are we playing some Haddock tonight? Why not? Why not? If you'd like to, darling, yeah, we can do. I'm game for a few games. Haddock, yeah, it's Becca's word for COD. She likes to be clever. It's, you know, it's not Call of Duty is shortened to COD. So then she's named it Haddock instead for a different type of fish. It's almost as weird as her hard drive being named after you, Jeff. Almost. Not quite, but almost. Almost, but not quite. Black Ops 6. Oh, it's Warzone. Yeah, Warzone. The new Warzone's gone back to the original map. It's gone back to Verdansk, which was the original Warzone map. Are you flying the cabin version? No, I'm not, mate. Bruno, thank you for the follow. Can anybody from the chat help me? I'm trying to add fuel to the 320neo from the e-builds, and it doesn't add fuel. It just goes back to the default weight position. Have you tried to add it in via the EFB that comes within the actual aircraft itself? Not this EFB. See if you can add fuel in and make sure that you actually select to like save it via the EFB that's actually in the aircraft. And hopefully that will get you going. Cool. And then we're ready to go. So we should be down in about 25 minutes or so, chat. Don't let me forget to do predictions for the landing. Yeah, don't let me forget to do predictions. Are we on 1.0? Yeah, we're on the latest update for the Unibuilds A350 at 1.0.7, mate. I'm in 2020 and I've already tried it on the tablet and in other available ways. Yeah, you should just be able to select a fuel figure in the EFB in the aircraft and then load it through there. Have you tried to see if it would work via the default weight and balance panel? I wonder if there's something like overriding it or something. Who's this? Oh, Operator Smooth. Hello there. 20 months and a tier 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, not bad. How are you? Aww. Yeah, I was going to say. It's been a good Monday back in. We had a small outage in MSFS 2020 with some live weather stuff earlier, which got resolved, but took up more of my work day than I would have liked. But hey, these things happen. But no, all right, mate. All right. Thank you very much indeed again for the 20 months with the tier 1. I hope Puppy's settling in and everything's all right. I'm sure they are. 5-month-old German Shepherd. Beautiful. Tom, hey, looking for help with the A350. Trying to get GSX to load, but the button is greyed out, saying SimBrief username is missing, but it is not. Have you done your SimBrief username in GSX? I think that doesn't mean have you set your SimBrief username in the Unibuilds aircraft. If you go into the actual GSX settings, have you set up your SimBrief username in there, mate? I think that's what it's referring to. Right, chat, we're at top of the descent. Down we go. Does that mean we can get a 5-month-old German Shepherd too? No. No. Eric, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that, mate. I'll give that a go. Thank you. No worries. When using VATSIM, is there a tutorial for what contact to talk to ATC in certain scenarios and requests? I'm sure there's loads of YouTube videos on that. If not, have a look at the Pilot Resource Center on the VATSIM website. There's loads of resources on the actual VATSIM website itself. And I'm sure there's some good YouTube tutorials as well. Lovely jubbly. I'm looking forward to this arrival. Addis Ababa is always a fun one to fly in and out of, so this should be beautiful. Storm Chaser, good afternoon. Hello. Ponos is here on the TikTok as well. Good to see you. Hello. Has your flight safely... What, mine? Oh, Flying Seafarer, 50 months. Hello. Happy 50, bud. Happy 50. Thank you very much indeed. Cheers for the 50 months, sir. Welcome back. Hope you're well, buddy. Thank you. 4 years and an extra 2 months tagged on to get you into the 50 months. Cheers, mate. How do I fix OBS only recording a black screen after the update? Have a look online, mate. I've got no idea. Sorry, buddy. Not a clue. Not a clue. I use OBS on my streaming PC, so it's a very different setup. Cool. So we've got flight level 160 Alpha Bravo 107. Where's that? Oh, we've got an at or above flight level 160 there. I see. Okay. So we'll put that in as our first altitude then. Good. You downloaded 50 gigabytes of Phoenix liveries today. Wow, that is a lot of liveries. That is a lot of liveries. It's great that there's so much choice with liveries and stuff in the sim. There really is. 300. Oh my goodness. I only really ever download sceneries as and when I need them. What do you folks do? Do you just like download and install sceneries as and when you need them? Or do you do like mass installs of your liveries? I just like, depending on what I do, like what flights I'm doing, I check if I've already got a livery or if I need one when I need them. Yeah. I do wish I had a better way of like controlling updates to things, because unless I manually check for like a livery or a scenery update or even an aircraft update, I don't really ever get them because I use add-on linker. Yeah, never uninstalled them yet. I download all the ones I think I will fly in bulk, and then as I need them. Yeah, I like if for like a. So sometimes I remember like when the A350 was like getting ready to go, I downloaded a load of those liveries straight away, and then if I needed any additional ones, I added those on top. So yeah, I think when a new plane comes out, it's kind of nice to bulk install. Yeah, and then after that, just individually updating them. You keep the common liveries downloaded, like the ones I use a lot? Yeah. I feel like I should go through more of a process of deleting ones that I don't use as often, but I never do that. I'm terrible with it. I just leave them all installed. It's another problem for another day, isn't it? Right, we have got that ETA is getting further and further and further back, which is annoying. Well, we've got about 20 minutes till top of descent, so till landing, so I'm going to put the seatbelt signs on now. Never know when you might want to use it again, though. Yeah, that's it. That's it. It was in the 727 the other week when we were doing the oil spill response flying. I was using the livery and I was like, oh, why can't I see the I downloaded the livery for it ages ago and I was like, oh, why can't I see the boom on the back for the, you know, the actual where they spray? And then I realized that there had been a default livery released with it on that I just missed. Storm Chaser says, this aircraft is so tempting to get, but your 18th birthday is Friday, so I might just wait. Do it. Do it. So much fun. I love this thing so much. I really do. I really do. It's one of those that I struggle to get bored with. If I create folders like airport sceneries, liveries, and put airports into the folder, is it okay? Not in your community folder. However, there's a really great add-on that you can use called Add-on Linker, where you can make your own. So, for example, like this is my community folder. And so you just need to leave the add-ons in there on their own. However, I've got like an add-ons... I've got a separate hard drive where I have like aircraft, liveries, an MSFS 2024 specific add-ons thing, scenery and tools. And then my sceneries I order by country. Hey, GT5. Hey, thank you for the sub, mate. It is 45 months. Thank you. That is very kind of you indeed. Thank you very much. 45 months and back in the crew once again. Only 3 months away from the 4 years with the tier 1. Cheers, bud. So yeah, so like I've got all of my sceneries installed in here. So like all of my sceneries for the United Kingdom. And then, so they live in this separate hard drive. And then this is a software called MSFS Add-on Linker, which you can download for free from flightsim.to. And then, yeah, you just activate. You just click over here on the left which scenery you want to activate or livery you want to activate, and then it puts it into the sim. And then over here is your community folder. It's very good. Lots of people use it. Lots of people use it. So then you can organize your liveries, you can organize your sceneries and everything outside of the community folder. Does it duplicate them? No, it creates what's called a symbolic link. So it kind of tricks the community folder into thinking it's in there whilst it's actually in another folder. So it doesn't double up the hard drive space, I don't think. It shouldn't do anyway. Right, chat, we need to do predictions. We need to do predictions. There you go. Predictions are up. And let's get just one last weather update. MSFS add-on link is amazing. Right, weather's not changed, I don't think. No, it's still the same. And we should shortly be slowing down. Gonna be interesting with the elevation, yeah. I tried to install add-on linker this weekend and either did something wrong or something went wrong. Your MSFS broke. Oh, yes. Something drastically went wrong there. Right, so there's us slowing down for 250 below 16,000. Or actually, it should be below 15,000, but it's going to do it now. And then we've got a Rona at 220 knots, so yeah. Right, let's continue this. Let's go all the way down. And then we will set QNH after Alta Bravo 107. And we can preset it here. Here we go then, chat. Wish me luck. Right, speed out constraint. This will be the last song of the night, so any song requests won't be played tonight, just as a heads up. Right, there we go. So, QNH 1028 is set. That's set 3 times, and then we'll do the approach checklist. So, Baro Ref. QNH is 1028, set 3 times. Minimum set on the approach page. Runway condition dry is set. And the auto brake is BTV. That is the approach checklist complete. Okay, we're going to also put the landing lights on. I thought we said 250 knots at flight level 180, didn't we? Did it only do it through flight level 160? I've just thought about that. Right, we're looking good on the profile. We do need to slow down for 220 knots at Arona shortly. Another A380. Oh, I haven't flown the A380 in the sim for a while, actually. Months. Just freeware, Jeff, off the flightsim.to. It was pretty rubbish, to be honest. Right, chat, we're going to pause there. Ready for the approach. Here we go. Ah, Fraser baby cakes. Fraser, do you want to join me and Becca for some Warzone? You're more than welcome to join if you like. 70 months, thank you, mate. Oh, yes. Oh, awesome. Cool. Yeah, we're going to, after I land and close out the stream, we'll be playing. Thank you, mate. 70 months. Andy and I are hopping on in 20 minutes. Cool. Is it all right if me and Becca join? I literally told you about it. What are you saying? Right, flaps 1. Cool. Why is the music playing? I paused it. Sorry, let me pause that. Right, okay. Connor on TikTok asked where we're flying from, and we're flying from Kilimanjaro in Tanzania to Addis Ababa in Ethiopia, which is a very high elevation airport. You guys just need me to carry... Well, our lobbies are going to be super sweaty because Andy's playing. And me, but especially Andy. But we can just do... honestly, I don't know if Andy will want to, but I've really just been enjoying playing the casual mode where you've got bots as well, because it just means you get easy ammo pickups, and it actually means that you kill more than one person. That's not just a real sweaty player. He's not played in 2 years. Okay, cool. Well, as long as Andy's all right with that, me and Becca will be. Yeah, so, well, I mean, we're 20 miles out from landing, so once we finish up the flight, I'll be straight on. Off stream? Yeah, I won't stream it. Yeah. Right, let's go down to 9,000. So what we can shortly do, most likely, is activate approach mode, I think. Addis Ababa traffic, Ethiopian 814, 4.5 miles from Samol for the RNP Zulu runway 07 right. Yes, Ponos, absolutely. Add-on linker is perfectly safe, I promise you, mate. It looks like FLS is just going to arm for us, chat. So there we go. So F-lock and FGS. So we can do an FLS approach on this one. 64 smithing on RuneScape first, Roger. Yes, we can allow that. Right, we do not need anti-ice. The TAT is 15. Not nice views of the lovely terrain around Addis Ababa, which I was hoping for, unfortunately. Okay, speed's nicely coming back. We need somebody rich in channel points to balance out the predictions. Oh, is it leaning very, very heavily one way? So slats should be deploying now. There we go. Sorry, flaps even, not slats. Slats are already out. You're beginning to think your 10k bet on me buttering this landing isn't going to happen. Oh, well, I'll do my best to. So we need to be 170 knots at Derrill, so let's go flaps 2. Becca's put in another 50k. She's just showing off the points, chat. She's showing it off. Right, yeah, I think that's fine. Once we get FGS, we can set go around altitude. We fly out of Brisbane. I'll have a quick look, but we're not far from landing. Oh. For some reason it's not loading. Don't know why. Hello there, Rista Mate. Thank you very much for the follow. Go on, look, there we go. That's the views we want. Look at this. I love flying here. Okay, speed's perfectly back to 170 knots at DIR2 as per the restriction. Just go and arm those.
2,500.
Beautiful. Well, actually, that's going to be the best view right now, right? Like this. Look at that. Right, let's pause the alerts for landing. And we will go gear down, flaps 3. Okay, so F-lock. That's complete. Is approach mode activated? No, it's not. Right, let's do that. And as well, our traffic Ethiopian 814, 5 miles, RMP runway 07 right. Okay, flaps full. Your displays not look dim. No, they look fine to me. I mean, I can up the brightness a little bit. I did lower them earlier because of the sunset. Yeah. Right, FGS. So 14,500 is the go around. Lights on. Landing checklist. Landing checklist complete. The only thing is the cabin's not ready, but that's a bug. Okay, right. Here we go then, chat. Landing into Addis Ababa. So, Pappies are saying we're low, but the FGS says we're on profile. So, in typical fashion, I'll aim in between them both.
1,000.
Now it's saying we're 4 red, which is interesting. Press the... Oh, I'm not worried about the purser thing. I'm hand flying the aircraft now. Look at these views. This is gorgeous. 620 feet rad out at 8,100 feet baro.
500.
Ridiculous. Getting pushed around a little bit by the wind. Yeah, I don't know if I trust those Pappies.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100.
Putting a little bit too
90,
much into the side
80,
stick here.
70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20.
Retard.
10.
Why did that come out of like 8,000 ears? Come on, get down, thank you. Spoilers. BTV. Reverse green. Oh, I don't know about that one, chat. Bit of a float. Why did the retard sound like sounded different? I don't know.
Auto brake off.
Check manual brakes, forward idle. There we go. Well, bit of a float, but we made it just inside the touchdown zone. Welcome down. Wildlife near the runway. Is there actually? Is there some around? A350 is way too sensitive on the approach. No, it's just people over controlling it. I was just over controlling the aircraft. It's a big aircraft, so there's lots of inertia with it. Not that it's too sensitive, it's just that people are over controlling. I was over controlling it. And then with the inertia of an aircraft of this size, you can just get out of sorts quite quickly. They were on the... Oh, I didn't see them. I'll see if we can spot them as we backtrack. As well by traffic Ethiopian 814 vacated 07 right at Delta, backtracking 25 right to exit via Charlie. Oh, it's Dave!
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign has been turned off. We remind you to check around your seatbelt.
Oh yeah!
Before you leave the aircraft.
Okay, so we're backtracking. Yeah, so Wriggles is the voice pack for the English, like UK English in the Innie builds. it's still very distracting. Beautiful landing. Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, it wasn't my best landing, I'll admit, but yeah, it was all right. We made it in one piece, didn't we? Right, Mac, what stand are you on if you're still here? I'll park next to you. Speaking his second language. Yeah, he's not used to speaking anything other than Essex. Yeah, they're very close to the runway. Okay, November 15 is free. Awesome. Thank you. Cool, so we're going to take, not this exit, we're going to take the second right. And then November 15, so just Charlie and then November 15, lovely. There we go, folks. I'll unpause the alert, so stick around, because obviously we're going to park up, and then we'll go and check out what the landing rate was. Has Philbert flown a real-world A350, Goyard? I don't think he has. I struggle to believe a lot of people's opinions on flight model on something that they've not actually flown in real life. The only opinions that I've formed on this are from people who have actually mentioned it, who have flown the real thing. Ah, Murph, thank you for the raid! It's a Murph raid, thank you. I'm afraid you've just caught us finishing up. We're just about to park up shortly. But I appreciate the raid. That's very kind of you. Welcome, raiders. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, actually, I think there might be... Oh. I have a feeling there's discrepancies with scenery here. Yes, there is. Because if I go on November 15, I'm going to take out that company A350. Now, I'm going to go to the left of you, mate, on November 12. I think. Murph, I hope you had a good stream. Thank you very much, mate. That's really kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we are just closing up, but it's hugely appreciated all the same, mate. Cool, so taxi lights off. Swing it in. Use the taxi cam view and cheat, I guess. And form a rough idea how you expect an aircraft to fly like it did an A380 to be very slow to respond to inputs. I mean, this has got fly-by-wire, so it can take a moment, but it's just got a lot of inertia with a big aircraft like this, so yeah, that's what I get. Murph, hey! Thank you very much. That is a tier 1 sub, and that is 8 months. Thank you, Murph, and with the raid as well. That means a lot. Oh? Oh. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that you spent 90 minutes complaining about live. Have you fixed the model matching? That's weird. I wonder what caused that. I've not seen any other reports of it, admittedly. Otherwise, I'd take a look further. Thank you very much for the 8 months. And again, the raid as well. I hope it got sorted in the end. Reinstalled AIG. Ah, okay. Blame AIG. Don't stop. I think I've got a GSX profile in. Okay, parking brake is set. APU is available, so I'll stick it on the bleed. And then just shut down. Lovely. Well, that was good fun. I enjoyed that. So beacon light off, seatbelt signs off as well. And what I should have done earlier is gone into the serve page and put that on standby. There we go. Cool. Right. And then we'll go and get GSX in for deboarding. And make sure the chocks are in. GPU's there as well. Hello. There we go. GPU. Shut that down. Shut that down. And then we will do the parking checklist. So parking brakes or chocks are set. Wing lights are off. Oh, and then it wants the fuel pumps off as well. They can go off. There we go. Parking checklist complete. Well, there we have it, everybody. Welcome down to Addis Ababa. That was good fun. I enjoyed that one. I hope you all did too. Not my best landing in the A350, but very good fun approach. So, let's have a looky at Volanta. Go and check it out. We'll review the flight. There we go. So, with our manually flown SID, which I think looks pretty good actually. It's exactly as it should have been, I think. Out past Mount Kilimanjaro and then through the north with some stunning views along the way, and then a nice pretty much straight in approach for 07 right. So let's have a look. We were late on the touchdown zone, I think. Oh, this thing is so annoying, but we were on the in the touchdown zone just about. The landing rate was, hey, nice, a 165. That was because we floated it, but hey, there you are. A 165, 0.99 G-force, flight time 1 hour 50 minutes, so pretty much bang on schedule. Block time 2 hours 3 minutes. Landing speed 142. There we go. Right, so I need to hand out some points, don't I? So 6 people with 100k points said I would be over 250 FPM, and 10 people with 60k points, 50k points it says, or is that? No, is that? Oh no! Oh, I just realised that's no. Sorry, 112,000 points by 6 people said I would be over 250. 170,000 and 170,000 points by 10 people said that it would be lower, and it was indeed lower. So there you go. There it is. Becca, did you vote that I would slam it? Oh my god. I swear, chat, whatever one Becca votes for, go for the opposite one. Because I don't think she's ever guessed it correctly. Paul, good evening. Over on the TikTok, there's Mac part next to us. Yeah, so this is freeware scenery, by the way. This is White Dot Sim. Freeware scenery. I think this has been like the only semi-decent scenery that we've had for donkey's years for this airport. I wish a third-party developer would actually make it. Because it's such a cool place to fly in and out of, and there's so many good routes. I think they even did it back for P3D. But yeah, it's freeware for MSFS 2024. GSX profile, I think, and yeah, it works nicely. There we are. You offer in-flight services, pardon? No, mate. Maybe, maybe not. Right, folks, I am afraid to say that is going to be it for today, but I thoroughly enjoyed that one, and I hope you all did too. We will be back tomorrow, so Tuesday evening stream. We're either going to be doing some A320 flying out of Geneva to Figari and back, or we might do some World Update Brazil flying in the iFly 737 MAX. So kind of depending on what I'm in the mood for tomorrow, what I fancy flying, it'll be one of those two. All right. But yeah, that's going to do it for me for today. I appreciate the lovely, lovely, lovely warm welcome back to the stream after a couple of days away. So thank you very much, all of you, for sticking around, still being here and not disappearing. I hope you enjoyed the flight. It was good fun. Thanks to Marlon for coming on and doing a bit of ATC for us, and Mac for flying alongside us. Appreciate you guys as well. Thank you very much indeed to all the subs and everything from Wolf and from Tom earlier on today with the gifted subs and all the resubs and everything that's come through and the cheers and stuff as well. So yeah, we'll see you all tomorrow evening. All right, folks, have a great rest of your Monday. Enjoy your Tuesday day. We'll see you normal time tomorrow. All right, folks, good night all. Happy landing.